if I stream at 6 my time, which is like 8 EST, only gives me like an hour to do payouts, so I thought it'd be better to start like a half hour early. So we did beat this guy in our GA. Told him to go check out the channel, the YouTube channel. One sec, I gotta close or turn off this fan. It's kind of cold, man. I might have to just reset my Nox. It's been open like all day long. I might just restart it actually. So I got the what's it called, the Streamlabs stuff set up, so I can actually have the notifications pop up for certain things. Discord, I have a bot that posts the video, or in this case, once the stream is over, it'll post in this live notification channel for like the whole entire upload of the stream, so it turns into a video. It doesn't give the live notification when I start my stream, so that's kind of bad. So what I'm gonna do is just probably do like another one, and then like later on I'll turn it into like another notification. It's gonna be kind of annoying, but it's whatever, I guess. It's more tuned for like the YouTube videos instead. Is my Nox not just working today, or like what's going on here? Yeah, my Nox is not wanting to work with me. Like, where is my thing? Restart it again, I guess. Nox is not being good to me today. Oh, you know what I should have done? So, for my computer, it's pretty, it's like not really reliable at times. So what I should do is, I forgot to do it this time, but I typically restart it before I do a stream. I did shut it down when I went to sleep, and I turned it back on. Man, I really should have done that. That's going to be annoying. If it is going to be laggy, I apologize. We'll just have to probably deal with it for now. It's not like a GA stream or anything. It's just like chill, really climb, and do some roster reviews, so it shouldn't be too bad. I had to delete the Streamlabs for OBS because that just was not working at all. Alright, this should work now. There we go. Wait, I'm gonna check my I'm gonna check this. Do I have everything set up right? Yeah. There we go. Because I have different descriptions for each streams and for the vids too. Just want to make sure I had all the right links. Mother's Day is Sunday, man. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. So, I'm not too sure when the title update is going to be out for the TB, the new TB, and the championship of the GAs. But whenever that does come out, that's going to be with the new reworks, I'm going to guess. That's going to be a big title update, actually, unless they want to split it up into different updates. But I'm going to guess, like, with the new TB, they're going to have the reworks for Newt and Count Dooku. So that's the reason Newt is in the thumbnail for today. And I'm going to briefly talk over him. Not too much, though. Because I think he has some potential to be like a really solid character, and a capital ship is a possibility for sure. If that's the case with the capital ship, I'm going to have to go level up my Geos, because the Geos are pretty important to the Separatist ships. They're like probably some of the best ships in the game, actually, besides the Falcon. So yeah, what we got here today is, in the thumbnail and the title, it says we're doing roster reviews and arena climb and whatever you guys want to talk about, man. We can talk about Newt Gunray, we can talk about any of the new things coming up, and yeah, that's about it for today. You love your Geos. Yeah, I think it would be a good investment once like some of them get reworked, because like right now they're like, I don't know, man. I feel like they're okay. They're like an okay tier of a team. They're not like great. They're really great in ships. They're just like not great characters, you know. Geospy, not really. Poggle, not really. Sunfac Soldier's not really good. Poggle's not really good. Spy and Sunfac are pretty good. Those two are pretty solid. So, all right. So it is still a bit laggy. Unfortunately, I don't know really why. I probably should have reset my computer. So we're gonna have to do a refresh here. I already spent 50 on a whole set of 5 battles. I'm gonna have to do 100. Another 100. Let's just go for Marvin. So the only person who didn't get back to me with being here on the stream today was Smashy or Khabib Record on YouTube. But other than that, I mean, we got everybody who's going to be here. Dykaful, hello there. What's up, man? I just wish we get Geo Queen. We wouldn't even need a zombie Geo. She could just make them all zombie like in the Clone Wars. That'd be cool. I found that Chrome with opened YouTube video can slow. Yeah, well, the thing with my music, it needs to be opened for the music. It's not even at live. It's not even live, right? So it shouldn't even be like using up too much of my bandwidth, right? Making it slower. I just think it's like my computer itself, or maybe it should take a little bit for it to like warm up and actually run smoother, you know? Yeah, you can definitely feel it, can't you? Good thing we only have like a few battles to do this. But it's when you're talking about Geo Queen, I'm not too sure like really what that entails, because I haven't really watched any of the Clone Wars at all. So if that is like part in the Clone Wars, I probably haven't seen it at all. But I do agree getting more Geos would really help out the faction, and I think if that's like a Geo Queen, like that's gonna be probably really important, right? For the faction itself. So alright, so we're gonna do, let's just do Sith Trooper now, then we can focus down Malik in a little bit. We do have a buff immunity on our crew, so that kind of sucks. Now we all have shock. Okay. Swap with Bastila. Okay, that's good he targets him. I think he's hard-coded. I think Malik's hard-coded to go after like the person who has like the most potential to like one-shot with his Drain Life ability. So I think that's really a good idea to have crew on this team, because he's gonna typically be lower, and Malik AI tends to go after him since he's pretty low most of the time. But if only the Malik AI knew that he doesn't take HP based damage from his unique. If only. We're gonna do a big hit. Let's see what we can get here. No crit, huh? That's a bit unfortunate. Next turn, he's gonna have his Insanity, so we really gotta focus down Darth Revan, man. We're gonna have to do this on him. Up his cooldowns. Goodbye, crew. So we really can't do that, so what we're gonna do is heal up our Revan. and just do attacks. So they're going to equalize. We're going to lose him. Oh, we're about to lose him, though. I'm going to swap with Yoda here. And now we're going to do just another hit. This should do it. There we go. So now we can lay stuns here. And we're probably going to lose somebody here in a little bit with HK being on the field still. Yeah, we're gonna spread buffs because we got offense and defense penetration. That's really huge, and yeah, it's pretty much game over here. Yep, here we go. We'll just put on auto. It's not about network bandwidth. It's about okay. Yeah, I was getting those mixed up then, huh? Bandwidth's more of like the internet type of things. How smooth a stream is more CPU, huh? Okay. Well, my computer does not really have too good of that type of stuff. In the future, I'd like to get like a desktop computer to do like streams and other stuff on. But for now, we're just running on a laptop that has decent CPU and RAM. I'm not too sure what it is. I can go check it if you guys are interested. Takedown says, "Man, I lost my second round too. What the heck? Man, that's too bad. I didn't watch your stream, unfortunately. I've been doing stuff this morning." I like Chewie in my squad since it's nice for Darth Revan. Is it? Chewie, so it's Jedi Revan and minus the crew that I just had, it would be Chewie, right? Yeah, Jedi Revan, Jolie, Bastila, GMY, that's 4 plus Chewie. I haven't seen a Chewie climb since the mirror match Jedi Revan teams back in the day. So yeah, I guess I can update you guys on like my farms today. I still got to do the Jahani farms, which we'll do a little bit later on. And Karth, we're about there. We're not going to do any refreshes on him. The good thing and the positive thing about our farms right now is that Padme, let's go in here. We are really close on Padme. So, Padme, we got her cuffs today. A lot of cuffs in the guild store and the guild event store today. So that was pretty easy. We just need, this is our biggest, that's holding us back the biggest is challenge gear. And this isn't really holding us back that much. This gear right here is because it's like super easy. You can just buy this 375 crystals from the shipments, which is really easy to come by. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm worried about this gear right here. So what I'm doing, I put in all the refreshes on my Jahani, and then any leftover energy, I put it right back into there. And it has decent drop rates, actually. It has a lot better than the normal ones here. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. And then our cuffs, we already have a carb. We just need a gun. And the gun we need 20 more of. That's really easy to come by also. So yeah, that's why I'm thinking I'll get her like at least Monday at the max. Earlier would be awesome, but I would love to test her out. For the Zetas though, I need 5 more. So I should get 5 or 3 from my GA if I win it, which is looking good. I haven't seen who I'm going up against third round, so maybe we can go check that out. And then I should get at least a couple for my TW, so I should have all those Zetas ready. And I won't put it on her unique. I'm going to put on GK his unique first, and then I'll put on this after. And then I'll have all the Zetas for the team, and I can actually utilize that team in Arena and show you guys some cool footage. Want to pick my defense for the last round, Ian? Sure, man. Do your screenshots of your tunes, or actually, I can just check it out in the ally list, huh? But I avoid Malik though if I can. Okay. So in your Chewie squad, you just use the normal, or you go up against like the normal Darth Revans. No Malik in the mix. Because that makes sense. Because Chewie does the health-based attacks, right? His whole kit's based around that, so that's a really hard counter to Chewie if the Malik is in there. Vitali, love to see how you crush those Darth Revan teams. I lose with my Jedi Revan, all of Darth teams on my shard. We do not have Malik yet. Well, I just went up against a battle with a Malik. Basically, if there isn't a Malik on the team and it's a Darth Revan team, it should be a lot easier. But Malik does make it a lot harder. Burns Basilisk super fast, yeah. So yeah, Xylo, if you are here, do you want me to like make it like a serious defense, or like you want me to like mess around, because I can do like whichever. So so I got a lot of allies that I'm not too sure who they are. Maybe I gotta clear some of this up. I probably passed you, didn't I? I wasn't paying attention. Nope, here you are. No, we're gonna do this. We can do this really fast if you want, and then because I gotta wait on a cooldown for my battle. So I'll didn't mean click that. So if you're just chilling at work, I can come back and forth to it. But I think we have time right now to do it. So let's see. You do have a pretty deep roster, right? Just to give me the F or the how many teams you got to set, because I can't remember for your GP. Is it 11 or is it 12? Because I got to set 10 and my GP. I just can't remember. Just so I can get like an idea of like how many teams I should make or think of. So let's just check your scoundrels. I'm sure you have really good scoundrels, right? Okay. So, okay. Thinking. Let's use like a Vandor team. Let's like a Kira Vandor L3. That would be kind of annoying. Like almost like a timeout team. Or what else? Anybody else you got? You even have Gamorrean Guard. That's funny. So you want like a little bit of everything, a little bit of serious, a little bit of some fun. Okay. So yeah, let's try to work in Vandor in some place here. I'm thinking like a timeout team, you have to actually use like a pre-sol team versus this kind of team. And I think Kira, Chu, or Vandor and L3 would be okay. And that's what I would probably use. And then up here you got bounty hunters. I'd use Jango, Bosk, and Boba for another team, and then you got Aura. I'm not too sure what our leader has. I'm not really sure about this. I gotta like read up on it. Okay, you get offense when they're stealth. And start a battle end whenever a bounty hunter defeats an enemy. All bounty hunters gain stealth for 2 turns. Okay, so they're gonna start off with some stealth and offense. Okay. So let's keep that in mind for other bounty hunters. I think like a Aura, Embo, and then like let's throw like in a tank here. Aura, Embo, maybe Aura, Embo, Cad. I don't know. Like a taunt would be really helpful in that team. But you got that. But if I were to, like what I use, I have 2 really solid teams. One of them is the one we just went over, the Jango team. And then the other team I really like is the thermal team with Zam, Greedo, and Dengar. That team gets me some solid holds, so maybe that can work. But for the Aura, I'd probably use Aura, Embo, like maybe Stormtrooper, I don't know. Or you could even save that team for offense if you want, but your defense is Bosk, Embo, Dengar. Interesting. I don't have Embo, so I can't really utilize him too well, but if that gets you holds, I mean, go for it. If I had Embo, I would probably save him for offense personally. Or a Greedo, Cad, Bane. Aura, Greedo, Cad. Maybe. I do think Aura and Greedo have some nice synergy there. They do both hit a lot, but I think Embo and Aura would be pretty good too. My favorite team with Jango is Jango lead Bosk and Boba Fett, because you got two people you got to burn through their revives, and then Bosk is there if you have a fast Bosk. What is your Bosk speed at? Let's check this out. If that's good enough, you can definitely run. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Yeah, if I were you, I'd run Jango, Bosk, Boba. Bosk would go first. Get a taunt up. Your Jango should follow up second. Get the burning down, and then Bosk will get another turn and then stun. Mythos, I think that's a good idea on D, but with his GP, you really need to get as much banners as you can. And you want to save Nest for offense, like to solo like an Ewok team, a poorly placed Jedi team, anything of the sort, really. So I'd probably stay away from Nest in there, actually. Let's check your Sith. You do have Revan, both Revans, so what I do is Darth Revan, HK, Bastila in one. And so there's a guy out there, YouTuber Endal Beal. I think that's how you say his name, but I was watching through his latest GA offense and defense strat, and he had some really cool timeout teams. And I think timeout teams, when you're at this type of GA level, you really need the timeout teams, and that's really big. So one of the timeout teams was Darth Malik in the leadership, if you guys believe it or not. He doesn't have a lead. Just a bunch of sick specials and uniques. A lot of good stuff here. And then he actually threw in... let's go back here. He actually threw in Zalbar here. And what was the third, man? He had like a Zalbar and somebody else. Let's go to your all. I can't remember. It was like a tanky AF team. Yeah, let's check. It was like one more. I think it was, yeah, it might have been Darth Sion. I'm not too sure actually. Let's just keep looking. Like, I don't have his thing pulled up at all. It was I think it was a big HP protection type of guy. I'm gonna just go with, I think it was Sion, really. Yeah, let's go with Sion. So, if I were you, I would try that team out. You got Malik, you got Zalbar, you got Sion. I think that'd be a solid team. A timeout team, like maybe a bait zone, perhaps. And then you got Nightsisters. You got a lot of stuff. So yeah. End all be. Oh, that's his name. End all be all. That's cool. Is one of the top. Is one of T Money's people from Wolfpack. Oh, I didn't know that. He's got some cool J content. I'll tell you that. Okay, so we can go like 4 or 5 teams so far. Let's just hit the 12. I think the 12 is the mark. First order. Let's check it out. So you can easily do a first order: Kylo Ren, Unmask, Kylo Ren, and Executioner, or you can do like Captain Phasma, FOST right here, and FOTP. That's another team I like to use. So maybe use those guys. Maybe like throw this crew team in like the front of the zone, and then put the other team back, because that team is still a really solid team to go up against. So those two, we got like 7 now, right? Like 5 more. Do some Jedis, man. Let's get these guys in. Now that I think of it, I don't think it was Sion. I think it was Jahani, actually, in that Malik team. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jahani. I'm pretty sure it was Jahani. Like 90% sure it was Jahani, so Malik, Zalbar, Jahani. That's your team there. Save Sion for like a Sith team. I think that's what you want to do. Yeah, that sounds like a lot better, actually. And then, so let's check your GR, because I want to see if you got like where your Padme is for now. What's your Padme? Okay, it's stuck there. So probably don't want to use her on defense. You could go with like a Bastila Shan, but that's really good offense team too, really. Let's go for Nightsisters. You could save Talzin, like what I do. I save Talzin and Talia and Spirit, but you have Acolyte. Acolyte is in my opinion, a little bit better on a defense team, So you can do a Saj, Zombie, and then Acolyte. That's a solid team, and maybe put that as like a bait zone. And then use Talzin, Daka, Talia, or instead of Talia, use Spirit. That's a solid one too. So yeah, save the Talzin for offensive, or put the Adventurous team on defense. So that's like around 8 teams so far. And now we still got Karth. For Karth, oh, you don't have Canderous, huh? That's too bad. Let's do Karth mission, and let's see what you got for Scoundrels. Let's check Scoundrels one more time. Okay, not too sure what we can do here, because Karth is a really necessary team to have. I mean, you could just throw in Canderous, I guess, but he's only year 7. That's not very solid. Let's come back to that. That's kind of tricky to deal with. Let's see. I'm kind of like 8 teams, right? Let's just check your all. Oh, we haven't even gone through droids. I know you have droids. Let's check droids. Okay. So droids. Definitely GG, B2 Magna. Or, oh, you have, oh, I forgot you have B1 and Droidica. Oh, man. Oh, that's tough. I'd go GG, B2, B1. It's really tough, man. That's a tough one, because for droids, there's only really one good lead, right? And that's Grievous. Oh, okay. Droidica and B2. I can see how that would work. Then you would just leave like a B1 at 6-star gear 11 though, and a Magna. And you don't have the Zeta Droidica, so yeah. But yeah, maybe don't do B1 actually, because I forgot, because his Zeta gives him 50 more stacks, right? Of whatever that thing is, I can't remember, the army battalion, whatever. So he's only going to be like at 50 lives instead of the 100. So yeah, probably don't use B1. Stick with GG, B2, and you can either go Droidica or Magna, really. I don't want to use Droidica for offense. I can get you there because if you don't feel confident with them, yeah. So yeah, maybe just use GG like what you've been doing. That's a solid team. That's about 9 teams we got so far. Let's check your Empire. Try to use a Tarkin, TFP, and Shore Trooper for like a front team. Use try like that team in a bait zone, and then put like your Nightsisters and your Malak team behind that. That would really catch off somebody off guard, really. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, B1, well, Silver's Head really needs his Zeta to work. So we have about like 9 or 10 teams if you include that Tarkin team for like a bait zone type of team. We haven't even gotten to your Jedi Revan team. I totally forgot about that. So that could be 11 here, just as a standard. Or no. Let's actually save Jedi Revan for attacking. That's what we're gonna do here. Because you gotta place like 11 or 12, then you gotta attack 11 or 12 teams. So you really gotta save all your cards, really. So no, okay. So save your Jedi Revan and place your Darth Revan. Place all your Sith pretty much besides the Triumvirate. So place Darth Revan, HK, and BSF, and then put Malak with a Zalbar and with Jahani. That is what I saw with the end all be alls, and it looked like nasty. Like just like so, use like a bait zone, and then behind the actual zone, put your Nightsisters and the Malak team. That's a really solid bait zone because yeah, they might be able to take out your Nightsisters, but how are they going to take out your other team, your Malak team? That's going to be a tricky one to take out, in my opinion. That's like around 10 teams. Maybe you can do like a Rebel for like 11th and 12th. Yeah, we can probably use... you got Baze and Shurrit, but the lead, though. I don't know about the lead. And your Phoenix aren't there yet. probably never going to be there because they're not that fun of, they're that good of a faction. Let's check back your all because it's kind of hard to choose between each of these factions, you know? So, okay, so you can go, nah, let's say VP, let's say VP. You can go, let's see. You can go like a, you can go like a bug team in the back. Let's check your bugs. Yeah, you can go like a, they don't have a lead, right? Oh man, that's kind of gonna be annoying. Have you done my alts? Josh review? No, I haven't. Not yet. We are pretty much just starting, actually, Darth Jar Jar. No Darth Revan. Are you going to save your Darth Revan for... or are you going to put Darth Revan on defense? You're going to save your Jedi Revan for offense. And perhaps we can utilize this Sun Fact Gear 12. Let's see. Is there any leads out there that give extra HP that I know of? Let's just check this out. Barris does. Pretty sure she does. Let's check it out. Oh, is it based just for the Jedi though? It is. But others get like 10% extra. So perhaps we can do a Barris one, a Barris Cheese timeout team also with that Malik. Let's check Jedi. What other Jedi can we use for like a timeout? You got GK. You can use Barris, Sunfac, and like another tank. And if you want to throw in GK, you can. That might not be too bad. Or like an old Ben, perhaps. I don't know. Zaris. Yeah, we can do like a Barris, Sunfac, and GK team. That sounds good to me. And then save your Anakin with like another Team Jedi team in the future, like with your Bastila if you want. That's like 11, right? I think the magic number is 12. So you got that. We got like another team we gotta figure out. Maybe go clones. I don't know. You already do have clones. Maybe you do want to use clones. I don't know. What do you use clones typically? Is it an offensive team or is it a defensive team for you? Okay, we gotta do battle. Let's come back. Let's do a battle really fast. Let's figure out the clones, and then we'll come back to do more of that after our battle. So this is Cathalor. Yes, I say his name. I can't really see my water bottle is in. Yeah. So he's 7th. So we're gonna hit this guy, do a quick refresh of the battles, and then go to like I think it's 3rd. That's like what we can go to. So just same crew team here. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this lag of my Nox player. By the way, guys, you see this little message in the bottom left-hand corner? You're a delightful flower. I'm not sure who wrote that, but that's something I would probably not write. That's kind of far-fetched. There's a lot of weird things in my guild for sure for those announcements. Okay, so BSF, we gotta, that's overkill. So what we're gonna do actually is, let's see, TM order. Malik is gonna remove some TM, probably off our game speed, off our Jedi Revan. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get nice big hits on Sith Trooper. No TM, or he does get TM because there's no HK. I forgot about that. So yeah, we're gonna just finish off Bastila here, and then we're gonna work on HK, or I keep saying HK, on Sith Trooper. And actually, no, we're going to kill Yoda. We don't want any of the buffs to spread, so we're going to kill Yoda. This should kill him. There we go. And now we're going to do attacks on Trooper. So we'll get taunts up here. We should have a taunt. Let's just check to see. He should have a taunt. That's weird. He should have a taunt. If he does a basic, he should get taunt. We're going to lose our Yoda in a little bit, huh? Let's heal up Yoda. And get counters. That's perfect. That's what we want to see. Okay, now it's pretty much game, set, match here. Let's go for stun, actually. Or no, we can't stun. Why do that? Let's just remove some of the buffs, I guess. Yeah. We're gonna just do basics. We can't call assists. Insanity, yeah. That sucks. And everyone's gonna. I didn't think that he was gonna survive that. I thought he was gonna live through and just destroy. Basic on debuffed. That's what it is. Dang it! I thought it was. Just any basic or any using of his basic. All right, so that's Cafalor. I'm so bad at saying that guy's name, man. Now we're gonna do a quick refresh. We're gonna hit Chum. Chum is a little bit easier than the con man with a 7-star Malik for sure. You upgrading your GR team? Yep, I am. The Padme one? Yep. I have her 1 gear piece off of gear 12, and I'll probably be getting that. I want to say like max is Monday, min is probably tomorrow. I just need the Zetas. Zetas are what holding me back from using that team. I need GK and Padme. The unique on Padme. Okay, so let's do this. You know what I really should do? Instead of using my basic, I'm gonna, because in this team, my Basilisk's quick enough to go, and then Yoda's gonna get a TM anyways, so he should already get a turn, and the other base, or the other, my basic doesn't do as much damage as my special, so what I should have done was use special because it has more DPS, and now we can finish off this. So if it doesn't finish off, okay. Lucky we got that to finish off BSF. Because if I didn't get the crit there, it'd be kind of annoying. That's why I'm going to do specials from now on that, because it really makes it easier to kill her. This is kind of like a work in progress. I've only used crew like a handful of times outside of the video. Group hug. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to get any taunts here because we have shock and buff immunity, so that's not fun. I'm going to remove... Oh, man, let's do basic here, actually. Get some counters. Should kill him. No, that didn't. Alright. Heal up him, so if he does counterattack, we can possibly get a taunt up. That'll be huge. What's up, Khabib? Or Smashy in the Discord. What's up, man? Yeah, I'm gonna get to your review in a little bit, man. I'm gonna go for Tylos first. He was the first one to join. Okay, so here we're gonna go for Darth Revan. Try to get him out because he's gonna get Insanity off in a little bit. Next turn he will be. So what we're gonna do here is try to get a nice big hit here. Okay. You removed the buffs, and the one guy didn't want him to remove the buffs. Oh, dang. There we go. We're probably gonna lose this one, unfortunately. Counterattack can't gain taunt, so it has to be his like actual basic. Oh man. So yeah, HK really just screws up Yoda. Like that Zeta is such a hard counter to Jedi teams. It's just not funny, man. So we got 7 minutes. I'm pretty sure that Cathalor guy is going to hit me back because he is an enemy, unfortunately. So we can get to a roster review though. We got like 7 minutes. Let's do one. Let's do it. And Viceris, welcome to the Discord. Where is it? Yeah, roster review. Okay. So I'm going to go with Tylos first. If Tylos here, let me know if you're here. Okay, now we go to allies, go full screen, and here we go. So I'm going to just go with what I think you should, if, because I'm not sure like what you're like wanting to work on in the future, but I'm going to go after like what I think is important to go for right now in the game for like GA purposes and arena. So let's go after some of those. So let's check out. So you're around 2 mil. Are you free to play? I think it's important to know that off the bat, you know. So you got some good ships. You got good ranks too, so that's really good actually. I'm gonna guess that you're just like super on top of things and you're not free to play. If you are not free to play, that's gonna be kind of. I'm gearing up Old Republic, but open after that. I don't know about JTR or GR. Okay. Oh, you're free to play. Oh, that's a great roster for free to play, man. Just by seeing your ranks and your teams, that's solid. Okay. Let's start off with GA defenses teams, what I think are my favorite, and what everybody else does too. So let's check it out. So, bounty hunters. Okay. Bounty hunters need a little bit of love. A little bit more love, I'd say, not too much more. The only characters that I would probably go for here is I'd go for Zam. Zam's a really solid character here because of her detonators, and she synergizes well with like a Jango team because of the extra speed that she gains from the lead, and she can get off her turns a little bit faster than everybody else. Other than that, I'd probably work getting your Dengar to gear 12 because he's like a really solid character in the bounty hunter faction. So. I know his gear is a pain in the ass, but if you can somehow get his gear to that in the future, that'd be really nice. Besides that, IG is not really good in any really GATW, not really good there. His ship isn't even that good. I wouldn't worry about him. In the future, for Embo, perhaps work on Embo, or I'm not too keen on. I don't know, really. But the other guys you look fine on. And yeah, you're fine there. Bounty hunters look good. Let's see, what next? Droids, or First Order. So First Order, wow, looking really, really good. Double Zeta crew, and you got the FOST Zeta, which is really good. Actually, one of my favorite Zetas in the entirety of First Order faction. You do silver for the Falcon, and it looks like he's got him like farmed up, like on a slow farm for a 7-star, but in the event itself for the Falcon, you can use the other ships that are a lot better. You can just have the Houndstooth taunts and you're fine. But yeah, if you do want to go for 7-star, I'd probably recommend getting that for the event. So, but your first order look fine, man. Let's save GR for last because that's like an upcoming faction that has a lot of potential. It already has gotten some new reworks and new character. But let's go for Jedi. You got Jedi Revan, you got Bastila, okay. Looking good so far. Keep working on your Hermit Yoda. He's a really solid Jedi. I use him a lot in just not only Arena, but in my GAs and TWs, so work on him. And yeah, so we'll go to Ahsoka and these other Jedi for the GR when we're going to come back to that. Same with Jahani for the Old Republic. So yeah, let's go to Nightsisters. Nightsisters look really good. If you wanted to use a really solid team for P4 in the HS TR, Talia is the main chick you want to use. Other than that, if you want to use, you can use a Deathstorm with what you got in P3, which is a little bit more tedious to set up, but I mean it's a solid team anyways. Plus you got all the right Zetas on everybody, so very good, very good. A lot of uses in GA for the Nightsisters. And then Old Republic. So yeah, you do have Jedi Revan. Oh, okay. Looks like you're farming Darth Revan, same as me still. So I think for farming right now, priority should really be the Old Republic guys, if that is what you're doing. I think you talked about that a little bit ago. It says you're gearing up Old Republic, but open after that. Okay, so yeah, Old Republic should still be your main focus still until you get him 7-star. The gears on these, for you being free to play, the gear order I think would be Karth, Zalbar Mission for sure, and then Candace as a fourth if you want. Don't really do too much about Jahani. She is a great tune, don't get me wrong, but I don't find her too important outside of like maybe a GA team in like a 5v5. GA 3v3, you really want to use Karth, Zalbar, Mission. so Juhani doesn't really come into play there. But yeah, just work on your Karth Zalbar mission for now with a gear, and then farm your Karth and Juhani, and then you'll be fine. So, 20 shards away from 7. Is that for your 88? Nice. I use Deathstorm, but it sucks doing it. Yeah, I'm trying to get into using Deathstorm too. I gotta get like all the right mods. My Nishi, I think that's what you want to use. I need to get her up in gear a bit so she doesn't just die right off the bat. So, all my gear is going to Old Republic for Malik and Hermit Yoda. Yeah, so yeah, for the event itself, for yeah, that's an important thing to know too. For the Malik event, you really need there's a light side and a dark side. There's 2 different parts to the event. So for light side, this is like what you want to work on. I work on your Zalbar mission, 100% Zalbar though. Zalbar is the key to making that happen. Don't worry about T3 at all for that event. And then plus you got Jedi Revan, Bastila, Jolie, and you'll be fine. So that's what you want to use for Jedi event. And then for the Darth type of event, Karth, Canderous, and oh yeah, so you can't see Basilifon Shallan or Basilishon Fallen or HK in here, but you got Karth, Canderous, BSF, and HK plus the Darth Revan, so that's like 5. Don't worry about Juhani. Juhani and T3 are going to be the ones you want to leave out in the event. So for gear, work on those 5 I mentioned. So for Darth Revan, Canderous, and Karth, Juhani, or I mean not Juhani, Zalbar mission for Jedi, and you'll be fine. So let's go into Rebels. Typically Rebels are like a fine, most people have like a really solid Rebel lineup. So yeah, you got CLS, Chewie, Han, Biggs, and where's your Wedge? Okay, Wedge could maybe get a little bit of love. He's okay. He's really good with some attacking on GA, but I think you're okay for now. If you do want to utilize Biggs in Arena a little bit better, the Gear 12 pieces really help out. I mean, the Gear 11 to Gear 12 be really helpful. And then also your R2 really could use some extra gear as well. So besides that, I mean, I guess technically you could get Akbar up to Gear 12 also, but I'd probably focus on R2 first. He's got a lot more usability in most of the game, so good. I can't wait to go home. Work has been awful this week. Wedding tomorrow, then Rays game Sunday. Ooh, that sounds like a fun weekend. The Tampa Bay Rays. Got 2 Zeta save for Karth mission, then I'll Zeta Zalbar. Yeah, that's why I go for that order. Okay, Resistance. Yikes. Okay, so I know you're free to play, right? But I hate saying this, but I do think JTR isn't as good as she used to be earlier in the game, before all these Darth Revans, Jedi Revans, all that type of stuff. The one I would recommend out of this entire list, besides R2, of course, that we just gone over, is BB-8. BB-8 is a really good character regardless of what game mode you're playing. He's good in pretty much every facet of the game. You don't have Finn unlocked. I'd probably work on Finn if you want to solo raids for the HAAT. But then again, if you were to get Finn, you need the JTR, so perhaps just don't worry about that. But for now, I'd probably keep your eye on BB-8. He's a really nice character. But you don't have JTR really, and those guys need you need the JTR. So I really wouldn't worry about Resistance too much right now. I'd worry about your Old Republic tunes for sure, and then we'll go for the Galactic Republic in a little bit. So we'll be fine for now. Don't worry about your Resistance too much. Scoundrels. So we went over some bounty hunters. Nest. I'd get your Nest up to Gear 12. You already have the Zetas, so that's good. We talked about a lot of these guys already. Slow work on the Kira if you can. I know you have Canderous to 7-star. I'd probably work on Kira as your Cantina farm right now. Slow farm her, get her gear up. Her gear isn't too bad up until Gear 10. Then you start getting like some of the other annoying gear. So, but yeah, the Kira team is really good. You can work on Vandor in the future with the L3, but that wouldn't be that shouldn't be like on your top list right now, like things to do. Let's see how close you are for getting Padme. It looks like you unlocked it for sure with what you have. Hopefully you did. If not, that's too bad. But for the event next time around, you really need GG, and you really need B2. I don't see B2 here. So yeah, and you can probably use Dooku instead of Magna because you're going to be getting a rework soon for the event next time around. But yeah, you'll be fine for the event next time around. I'm sure of it. Sith. So let's check out your Sith. You got Traya, Nihilist, so you got the Triumvirate here, and you need Bastila Shan piece or gear and her stars. So for Sith, for sure, Bastila Shan, I think your gear should be going towards, like what you said about the Old Republic. Go attack gear on these guys. That should be your main priority for now. And then if you can, stockpile some more for the Traya, Nihilus, and Scion. And you do need you need a lot of gear really, but if you want to pinpoint where you want to put it for now, really, like what you said, Old Republic is where you want to be. So yeah, Sith Empire, I think this is where HK will be. So yeah, you need to work on gear also with HK, but other than that, it looks fine. Let's go to the Galactic Republic tunes. Let's see where you are here. Okay, so you did get Padme unlocked. That's a really good thing. Really, really good. You just don't have a whole lot of these guys farmed up. So it's tough because you need Old Republic still, huh? I still think Old Republic is going to be what you want to go for. It's going to be like something you can just like, okay, I know I'm getting this, like, because we already have it in the game, right? So like if you invest the gear into them and the farming, you already know what you're getting, right? With these Galactic Republic, you don't know really the possibilities of what these reworks are going to have, right? We've already seen Ahsoka, Anakin, and GK, and now we have Padme, and that's a solid team, don't get me wrong. But I'd still, yeah, just go Old Republic, and so you can, Ahsoka is farm from Cantina Store, so work on her. Talks about Qui-Gon getting reworked possibly, but for you, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Mace, work on him in Fleet for possible rework, but we are getting a Newt and a Duke rework, and Newt is from the Fleet Store too with Mace, or is Mace there? I'm pretty sure he's there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mace is there. It sounds about right. But for that, for your farming in the Fleet Store, or not Fleet Store, what's it called? The Arena Store, whatever. Work on your Newt. I think Newt's going to get a really nice rework here, especially if he's going to have potential for a ship, a fleet ship. So this is a solid roster. We can talk about ships if you want. We've already gone over all your characters. For free to play, this is really solid. How long have you been playing? If you can let me know. You just got Traya 7-star, nice. That's awesome. So I think your ships for free to play right now is totally fine, man. Yeah, yours are perfect, man. I don't have any complaints here on your ships for what you are right now. So if we were to give this a rating, I'm going to give this like a solid 9. That's what I'm going to go with. You are missing a Malik and Darth Revan. The Malik for free to play, I'm not too sure how long you've been playing, but if it's been like around a year and a half, then I can totally understand. Anything longer than that, I think you could have gotten them. But yeah, you're missing the Darth Revan and Malik, so that's why it's going to not be a 10. That's going to kind of lose a year and a half, almost 2. Okay, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, I think I'm going to give this a 9. Anyways, this is a really good roster. You're getting really good ranks in your ships and your arena. So the crystal income is going to be there. It's going to allow you to farm these characters a lot easier, a lot quicker for your Old Republic. And then once you get those guys, I mean, you can open up to a lot more different things. You can open up to some really good GA teams with like your Kira, your Scoundrels. You can work on after you get the Old Republic. You can work on the Galactic Republic, which I would recommend doing after you get these guys, because I think Galactic Republic are going to get really good reworks in the future. So yeah, that's what I think. I'm going to give this a 9. So really good roster there. Let's get into battle though, guys. Good rosters, Tylo. Khabib. I like Todos.
I need you to tell me how fucking good my coffee is, okay? I'm the one who buys it. You know how good it is.
Man. Alright, so Squad Arena. Let's check it out. So we got 27 minutes. We gotta pop in 2 battles really fast. Let's go against this team, but we're not gonna use crew against HK like that, of that magnitude. That is just ridiculous. We're gonna use our Ezra Nader. It's gonna destroy the Ezra. Yeah. Definitely go for your GR tunes, man, after you get the Old Republic. Okay, so we're using Ezra, right? So we gotta mark Darth Revan. Okay. Let's just make sure he has the 100% TM. And remove the foresight. And okay, good. You didn't go after my Yoda. Now we get a flourish here. You got to crit though for this to work. This doesn't crit here, and I'm screwed. Yes, crit, perfect. And the cool thing about that, because when HK does go after I kill him, for 1 I can now stun, and for 2 he's not gonna have his damage ramped up because of the debuffs. There's not gonna be any debuffs from the insanity, right? So that's why I think this team is really solid if you have the right mods. The mods are really important here in this team. Jar Jar says, I've been working on my GR tunes and I Zeta Ahsoka. One sec, let me get this battle going. let me work down HK and then I'll read the rest of that message. I really want to make sure I get this because these are important battles here. Oh man. We gotta just kill her, right? You got a Billy block, come on, Bastila. Nope. That sucks. And now we lost our Jolie. That sucks, dude. That sucks so much. The big hit. I don't know about this, guys. I'm stuck to hitting the Malik now. I don't like that. I'm gonna just go for it. I think that's the best bet here. Just go for the Malik kill, because I got some nice DPS there. And yeah, okay, we got it. Okay, I've been working on, this is Jar Jar. I've been working on my GR tunes and Zeta Ahsoka and need 1 Omega mat for Padme. Oh, that's so annoying, huh? Getting only, like, all of your other Omega, or all your other Zetas, and you just need 1 more Omega is really annoying. Which Zetas after, or should I do afterwards? So my Zeta order of what I did for my team, I still need the GK. I really didn't do it in the right order, though. If I Zeta'd Ahsoka earlier on before Padme was out. And yeah, so I had like 2 stockpiled up before the Padme event dropped, plus the 3rd from the May the 4th. So I had 3. I used 1 on the B2 to help me through the event. And then I put 1 on her leader. I put 1 on... Oh, actually, no, I take it back. I put 2 for the event. I put 1 on GG, Grievous, and I put 1 on B2. So that's 2. So I had 1 saved up. I put it on Padme lead. And then from there, I already had Ahsoka's Zeta. But after that, now I'm working on GK. So if I were to recommend what I go for, it would be Padme lead, GK, Padme unique, Ahsoka, Anakin. I think that's a solid one. That would be against Darth Revan. It kind of changed up the Zeta order if you were to fight against a Jedi Revan, because Ahsoka kind of gets bumped up in that list because of the dispels. There's a lot of buffs on the Jedi team, so the dispels are really nice. I am 12. Dude, I gotta watch that movie again. Benchwarmers, man, what a classic movie. I'd recommend Padme Unique. Yeah, Padme Unique is really good. You can make the argument that you should double Zeta Padme before you do any of the others, but I really think GKs should be after the leader, because The lead, of course, you need Zeta lead for anything really, and then the GK makes it so if you have a fast enough Yoda, make him fast. When he does his battle meditation, GK gets an instant taunt, which is huge versus Darth Revan. That's why that team works. So, all right. So what's time again? Let's check the time. Okay, I can do some of the refreshes and some farms. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit longer of a stream. I gotta kind of speed this up after I get my battle in. So we got Tylo's roster down. Next is going to be No, what's his name? I don't think that's his name actually. I DM'd him. I just can't remember. It was R&T. But I don't think he's gonna be there. So what I'm gonna no, let's check. It might have been 2 different people I DM'd. Okay, yeah, it was Super. We're gonna do Super Mar next, actually. We're gonna do Super and then Darth Jar Jar Smashy, and then we're gonna save R&T Infinity for last. We got 4. I bought my first Omega today from Fleet to Zeta Bosk. Wait, can you buy those from the Fleet? Is that really a thing? I only use my Fleet store for the Zetas. I think you can. I think it pops up here sometimes, right? Yeah, Khabib, I know you're smashy. We're gonna do Super, and then we're gonna do Jar Jar, and then yours. Yours is gonna be 4th in the list, and then we're gonna save Infinity for 5th because he's not gonna be here. He said that he's got different time zones, so he's not gonna be able to make it. So I don't need any of these. I need the challenge gear, and I need some normal eyeballs. So here we're gonna do some Jahani farming here. They're 1,500, the Omegas? Oh, it's such a bad idea, dude. If I were you, I would just try to get lucky in the Cantina nodes and try to get some from there. That's just 1 for 1,500. That's like a whole 1 piece of Zeta, man, that you're going to miss out on. That is not fun. Okay, that's like 4 for her today, plus whatever I got from her earlier, so yeah. I don't... Jahani is just not really good farm for me so far in the farming. We gotta do Karth though. Yeah, I know the Cantina drops are crazy, but I'd rather you do that than spend 1,500 Fleet Arena. That's how I think of it. Or you could just be patient and wait, like what you just said. Let's do Karth. I'm not doing refresh unless I get extra energy later, maybe. Should only buy Zeta Omega. Yeah. It hurt. That would make me feel some pain too, man. Okay, so while we're waiting and doing some of this, how do you guys feel about like potential Newt rework? When people said that like he's gotten nerfed in the past, I just can't recall when he did. I don't think I was like around on the forums at that time. That seems like a long time ago. But I think a Newt will be really cool as a rework. Plus, he has got really good potential for getting a capital ship, I think. But all that content will be in the game once the new TB comes in with Dooku rework and then the new rework. So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be a nice little reset with what we're gonna do with TB. We're gonna stray away from the TB with the Hoth, and we're gonna go into the Geonosis. So I think it should be good. Newt's leadership now has first time they score critical hit. Didn't used to have it. Okay. First time, so I think his lead is similar to HK's, right? But they need to be stealth for the crits to get the TM. I'm gonna actually put Newt on the favorites for now, if I can actually find him. This is so pain in the ass. Come on, let me scroll. Okay. Separatists. Newt Gunray. So yeah, I am 57 out of 100. I should have him 100 by the time his rework does come out, and then I'll if he's got a good rework, I'll probably just bump him up in gear and stuff like that. So yeah, here he is. We'll check out his lead and stuff like this. So so yeah, stealth allies gained 55% CC and gained 50% TM. So that's kind of like the HK old leadership. And so it's only the first time. If they change it from like anytime they score a critical hit, that would have been really good actually. So oh, is this the rework they did back when Acolyte, the bow and arrow Nightsister was in the mix? Because they can just be stealthed, right? And then they could just like pretty much just keep getting TM after TM after TM. I think that was what it was, right? He got nerfed a few times because of his lead in raids and people cheesing stealth teams. Yeah, that's what it was, Silo. Yeah. Okay, now it's all coming back to me. Okay, I got it. So yeah, that makes sense for it to get fixed. So other than that, let's check his basic, man. Percent chance of getting a stealth, really bad. The grenade toss, 1 thermal after three turns. I don't know about that. That's like a Greedo, but a little bit worse. Dealing damage to the affected target and 60% of that damage to other. Okay, that's kind of cool. I haven't checked this guy's kit in a long time, so it's nice to re-look at this. Newt gains 4% defense for each living ally and has, wow. So he's going to get a lot of CC. So that's cool to know, because if you're to mod this guy, you just want to go for straight up offense with like a crit damage triangle, something like that. That'd be cool. Yeah. I'm gonna do that, Jar Jar. I was just wanting to go after his kit really fast. Try another. Yeah. Same with Geospy. Okay, we got 15 minutes, so I'm glad I checked back in time. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna swap out Ezra for the crew team. Crew works a lot better when HK is not in the mix. New lead R2 Jawa and other Jawa could constantly call the couple of Jawas. I mean, oh man. Just not. Oh wait, he does have HK. No. I didn't. This is Fatal. I should have known, dude. Fatal knows. Fatal's a homie. So here we're gonna do special here, because we have a little bit more DPS, and now they're gonna soak up that, and now the foresight, we can actually land some nice hits on these guys while we wait. And here we're gonna do another one of these. Boom, we're dead. So now what we're gonna do from here is we're gonna focus down Yoda. And the cool thing here is that I can actually, I can do the AoE, but I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna spread the buffs instead, and then next turn I'll do the AoE, because everybody has foresight up, right? So now we're gonna focus down Grandmaster. Come on, let me get a turn. Okay, so we probably should have debuffed target, right? So let's do that, get a taunt up. And now we're gonna remove, no, let's just do basic here. Save that for once Darth Revan's dead. Okay, now we're gonna do this, give it to Jolie. He's got the most TM, that's why we're gonna do it here. And then we're gonna do just a basic, which I don't want to do the basic. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yikes. Okay. I need to get Yoda out of here ASAP, dude. Ah, this is a yikes. I don't like fighting this team at all. I'm gonna give it to him just because I want him to survive. Oh, he doesn't get called to assist even after. Oh man, what was I thinking? That's such a bad misplay, man. I'm gonna do this because I want to keep the mark on him and reduce his cooldowns. That's gonna be big. Because now I can target him through the other Malik taunt. That's gonna be really big, actually. And then from here, we're gonna give this to her. Great thing there, we didn't crit, which is huge, and now we're gonna just do a basic. And now we can, oh man. I need Yoda to do a big hit here. Thank you, Yoda. Okay, so that was good there because he didn't have Death Mark on him, so now we can revive. And we're gonna do this to Jolie because HK is still there with the buff or with his ability to not grant them TM when they have protection up. So now we're gonna do this. Spread the buffs. I think we got this in the bag. Let's just make sure. Let's do Mark, and they should kill him, almost. Only person who got fear was Basila, and then boom, we killed her, and now we can just call in. Okay, we got it. We got it. No Sith Trooper. That's suicide from Mirror. Yeah. So I think Fatal tends to have really good mods in Arena. So he's able to kind of climb a little bit easier with his mods, and I think he's going up. He's doing that because not a lot of people in our shard have Darth Revan mallet combos that are like really solid, like top tier type of teams. So I think he's doing that to counter the other Jedi teams like myself to climb. And that's really helping him out to stay in a good rank so it doesn't take him too many battles a day. So I think that's why he's doing it. If it was otherwise, and a lot of people had the Darth Revan mallet combo in our shard, I'd probably throw in HK, or I mean Sith Trooper instead. So we got it, and now we're gonna do a review of a roster. So I gotta pull up, who was next? Can't remember who was next. Supermard, yep, that's who it was. Super. You know what? I can. I'm not sure if I can get the notification of things with what I'm using now. Is there anything? Okay. So this is kind of cool. I can instead of using the crappy Streamlabs 4 OBS, I can just use the actual website itself, which is a lot easier for me to do. So that's what I'm going to use from now on. So everything should like pop up like notification wise, like an alert. So that's pretty cool. So here we go. This is Supermard. I don't know if he's here or not, but let's get into it. 4.1. I'm gonna just assume he's spent some money on the game before. Ranks in a fleet in arena looking pretty solid. It looks like his fleet isn't just yet. So let's check his inventory first. I see the Darth Revan, okay. Don't know why he's not using that for his arena team, but it's okay. So first team we're gonna, or the first faction we're gonna go and check out is his bounty hunters. And so let's see, what do we need to work on here? He's got his Bosk, he's got a Zeta Boba. Looks like he used this team for the Chewbacca event. But if I were to choose a couple to work on, you have Zam at an okay gear level. Gotta go, bye guys. Thanks chat for hanging out, man, I appreciate it. See you later, man. And okay, so back to here. So Dengar is probably my first priority. I get him up to at least gear 11 before you even work on gear for like Jango. I do understand that Dengar's gear is a pain in the ass, okay? I get it, I understand. But he's such an essential part to a bounty hunter team that you just can't pass up on it. Other than that, Jango is going to be your main man for like GA-wise. His leadership really bumps up these teams to get better holds. So those two right there, Dengar and Jango, you should keep your eye out on and keep farming Jango because it looks like you have Darth Revan, as I've seen. So, first order next. They look fine. There is only one person I would recommend working on, and it'll be the Stormtrooper. I wouldn't worry about the Zeta just yet. In the future, I think it's a solid Zeta for this team to really work well in. So, besides that, I think this is a really fine first order. No problems there. Okay, so we can check Jedi next. So you got the Revan, you got, okay. Double Zeta Old Ben, okay, interesting. I haven't seen too many of those. I can understand his double taunt, or his taunt that stays up after you lose it. That's a nice one to have, but I'm not too sure about his unique one. I guess it's okay. But you got everybody pretty much ready to go here. You got a lot of Jedi, a lot of good ones for the upcoming reworks. You got Mace, you got Plo, you got already Anakin, GK. Yeah, you're fine here. No problems here with Jedi, man. A lot of good Jedi here. Nightsisters. So you could use some work here on the Nightsisters. If you do have Darth Revan and those guys, and you got good Galactic Republic Jedi, I think you should keep your eye out here. Possibly put this on your top of the list here. And if you were to work on somebody first, I would definitely work Zombie first for gear. You got all these guys 7-star besides Spirit. Spirit's okay to not have at that level. Besides that, Daka, Zombie, and then save Talzin for last, because you really want to use Asajj when it comes to like raids and like GAs and TWs for that matter. Talzin's more of like an offensive type of team, like you got to control it for it to actually like work well. Asajj is a little bit different. You can just like set it and it gets really good holds. So work on your Zombie first, get that gear 11, get Daka gear 11, Talzin gear 11 after that, and then if you want for like raids, work on your Tally, work on Initiate, Acolyte, those guys. But besides that, I think this is a fine Night Sister team. Old Republic next. Yeah, I'll get on later, Michael. I gotta we're going to Endgame tomorrow, so I gotta like catch up and watch the Infinity War. Maybe I'll just do that like super late tonight, and then yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Because I do want to play some Xbox for sure. I haven't played in a few days. Old Republic. So we got your Jedi Revan, you got your Bastila and Jolie. So here, before we check this, let's see do you have Malak? That's important to know. Okay, you don't have Malak. So if we keep that in mind here, we are going to make sure you get your Zalbar and mission up for the Malak event next time. You're going tomorrow to 3D this time. Oh my gosh. How many times have you gone, dude? Ridiculous. Okay, so definitely Zalbar and mission, okay, for the event. Karth should be your third focus for the gear. You already got the star, right? You should work on the gear, though. Plus, you have the Karth Zeta, so it makes it even more of a push to get this gear up. So get the Zalbar first, then mission, and then slow farm the gear for Karth. For the dark side version of the event, you really don't need Juhani. Canderous, Karth, Darth Revan, HK, Bastila, Sean Fallen really carry that event, so don't worry too much about Juhani. Other than that, this looks kind of good. So we'll check out your Rebels. Rebels look really good. Almost perfect, I'd say, for the important parts. I mean, perfect would be really hard, like for everybody to be like pretty much maxed, but this is really solid for like what you got here. So yeah, no problems there. Resistance. Let's check your resistance out. So yeah, this looks fine to me. No problems here. You got a raid team. You got a really solid attacking team for GA/TW. So perfect here. No problems. You even had your Finn Gear 12, so that's really nice. We went over some of your scoundrels. Let's check the... Okay, so I'd probably farm Nest. Nest is a really solid character to plug and play and to solo teams in GA. So I'd probably work on the gear or the stars for her, so I start farming her node in the ship one. Because you already have Rosetta, right? So it only makes sense to get her in gear or in star. Other than that, you can work on Kira, work on L3, and where is Vandor? And Vandor, that team is really good to have also. So besides that, your scoundrels are pretty solid. Separatists. So I don't think you got your Padme 7-star, but yeah, I think you could have gone 6-star easily. So yeah, Separatists look okay. I probably would say if next time around for the event, work on your GG or Grievous here. and then work on like these new droids, because these new droids outside of the Padme event are really solid for defense in GA. But Separatists are like way down the line for like working on. I mean, you already got most of them pretty much there already. So Sith look fine, no problems here. And what's your HK looking? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, no problems here. So keep that in mind. Let's go to the Galactic Republic team or faction. So here you got Ahsoka, perfect. You got Anakin, the GK. Oh, you only got. Oh, that's too bad, man. You do in your roster right now. You have all the tunes to get a 6-star, because I've beaten the event with what you have, or even worse than what you have for 6-star on a different account. So that kind of sucks you didn't get 6-star, but at least you got her unlocked. So leader for the Zetas, if you want to worry about this, I'm not too sure if you want to, but Zeta priority is Padme lead, GK, and then Padme unique, then Ahsoka, and then Anakin. That's the Zeta order for that team. But other than that, it looks perfect. I mean, these guys are all to a point where you can easily get them to like a good gear level to use once the reworks come out. So like no problems here at all. Your characters look pretty solid. So here we go. We got ships. You got a 6-star Falcon, better than mine. I only got 5-star. And other than that, I think you're fine here. The only one I would try working on in farms once Ebon Hawk is released. Is he released yet? I'm not too sure if he is, but when he does come out, work on him. Work on your Anakin. Those two guys, in the future, I think they're going to be really important, because you get a Galactic Republic faction of ships with like a rework or some sort. Those guys are going to be nuts, man. With Anakin in there, really solid. So keeping all that in mind, you don't have Malak, you don't have Darth Revan. If you are a spender, I'm not too sure if you're a heavy one, but I'm going to assume that you're like a dolphin, like a mid-tier type of spender. So to keep that in mind, I'm going to probably give this like around an 8. The 2 points you're missing out is you don't have Malak, and you didn't get your Padme. Plus you're missing some really solid teams that you just need to top off, like your Nightsisters, your Bounty Hunters. So that's why I'm going to give it an 8, because Malak is a whole point there, and then Padme is like a half a point because she's like really important to have, I think, to 7-star. But you did get her 5-star, so like, I mean, no biggie right there. But yeah, there's just like some factions that you just need to finish off and just top off. So that's what I think. I'm gonna give you an 8, man. So there we go. I'm gonna do some ship battles actually really fast, because ship is in an hour. So let's do some ships. Do this, claim, there we go. Yeah, it's in an hour. I just want to make sure. Here we go. Alright, Fleet Arena, let's see what her rank is. I think it's like in the 30s. Yep, here we go. So it's interesting. There's like some teams where I think the Falcon is a bit better as reinforcement with like what I use, but there's some that I think Ahsoka's is a lot better. But I'm gonna actually pull her out and use Falcon. I think that's a little bit better of a reinforcement. So let's get this going, and then get into Darth Jar Jar's next. So yeah, after this, I'd like to go and rewatch Infinity War and get caught up there, so like I know what I'm getting myself into for the 3 hours of the next movie. So we did that. We're gonna do Jar Jar's next, if I can find us. There we are. Load up, baby. Jar Jar skipping? No, he's not skipping. Because, like, I remember, like, a while ago, in, like, a few streams ago, not for GA, but for, like one of these type of streams, for, like, reviewing and stuff, just, like, a relaxed type of stream, is he asked for it, so, and I didn't get to it. So, alright, so this should be. Did I hear that right? You haven't seen Infinity... No, I have seen Infinity War. I'm going to rewatch it so I know what I'm getting myself into for Endgame. I might have just twisted my words a little bit. But yeah, I've seen Infinity War. If you're going to watch both movies the same day, you're going to have a nerd explosion. Loved Endgame. So, I use the app iPhoney a lot. And there's so many good memes, man. There's like one little meme I saw that was like a type of spoiler in like a scene of it with like Thor, but like the meme kind of covered it up for the most part. It was hilarious. It was like one of those Cat in the Hat memes where he's like gonna beat up somebody. That's pretty funny. Okay, so let's dial down on this review. This is for my man Darth Jar Jar. Knights of Esad. ESAD. It's probably an acronym for something, but stats. Did you talk about your account? It says you lost this account for a few months, so you fell behind. So it should be that you're free to play, right? Literally at one moment, I just sat in the theater and screamed. I was so happy. Infinity War was insane, yeah. Eat Sith and die, that's what it is. That's awesome. I like that name. So you're free to play, okay. Knowing that information, let's get into it, okay? So, always start off with the bounty hunters. What I actually might do in the future for other accounts is start off whether they have the three, you got Jedi Revan, Darth Revan, and Malik, and see if they have that. If so, then it'll make like the other ones a little bit easier to figure out. Time to pound. No, Divine, this is not Optic Scumpy. This is not Call of Duty. That's actually the faction I'm working on right now. The bounty hunters? Yeah, you need some help here, man. But see, yeah, what I'm gonna do actually is check your let's just type it in for Revan. See if you have Revan. Because when we type in Revan, we can see your Jedi and your Darth. So you don't have Darth Revan. So now we gotta check your Old Republic. Check your Old Republic. This should be main priority here, okay? So, do you have Juhani? You don't even have Juhani. Oh. So for the event, you need Juhani, HK, BSF, Canderous, Karth. So you don't even have Karth or Juhani. Yikes. Okay, so for Darth Revan, this should be your main priority for now. Canderous, Karth, and Juhani should be on your farming list right now. Don't worry too much about that bounty hunter team, because you can kind of throw those in like a back zone if you wanted to. So yeah. I'm trying to read chat and do the review at the same time. Yeah, I'll invite you, Divine. Gonna watch Fear the Walking Dead. I missed the marquees. Okay. If you miss the marquees, I mean, that's kind of annoying. You get some nice shards there. So yeah, this should be on your radar. This should be on the top of your list, in my opinion. And then let's go back to your bounty hunters. Because while you do this, you can like slow gear these guys and slowly work on these guys. And this is a solid faction, okay? If I were you, Bosk is a node of his own, only with his shards. Django gets one with Houndstooth, so that's not a bad one. You could like think about that in the future. Just when you're farming, don't do like don't do like two guys on the same exact energy or type of energy. Like don't do like two guys on the same energy, because that's going to be really annoying. Try to like, for the Old Republic, it's really easy how they're spread apart. You got one with Karth for the ships, you got one Juhani with normal energy. You got that same thing with BSF, but I think BSF is a little bit easier to come by than Juhani. Besides those two, you get Karth in the ship, Canners to the Cantina, and HK's in the arena. So that's perfect. So yeah, I would still work on Old Republic first. Maybe slowly gear these guys up for your bounty hunters. Let's check your first order. Wow, that's good. First order is looking fine with your GP. I have no problems here, man. No problems. I would even say like to gear 12 them, but I mean at your GP, I wouldn't worry about that at all. Jedi. Let's check the Jedi. So you got the Revan. You got even Ezra. Okay. So yeah, you talk about doing a Jolie for arena purposes. I would like gear him. And for the Malak event too, you need his gear too. So for the gear on the Malak event, you're kind of at a really awkward place with your farming because you need like two things. Okay, so for the Malak event, you need Darth side and the light side. So for the light side, you need your Zalbar and your mission, and I guess technically your Jolie to be pretty tanky, so they survive a lot. So for the gear on those, work on Zalbar first, and then I don't think mission needs to be pretty maxed. I think like gear 11 will be fine, and of course you should gear 12 your Jolie like 100%. For the other dark side, like you're in an awkward spot because you need to still farm those guys up, right? I've talked about it before, but for those guys, you want to do the three that are like 100% like, okay, I know I need to do these, is going to be your Darth Revan, once you get him, of course, your Darth Revan, Bastila, and HK. And then your two, Karth is a nice one, and Canners is kind of like the odd man out. You don't need him to be pretty much maxed. It does help out in the event and like in other things. Like he's a great character in the Karth team, right? But other than that, I think you're fine. So let's check your Nightsisters. You even have, I see in the background, a Hermit Yoda. So keep farming him from your guild events, get him 7-star, and then afterwards, just keep hoarding and hoarding and hoarding your tokens for Malak next time, okay? And I just skipped Nightsisters, lol. Nightsisters. So Nightsisters, you could potentially throw Zeta on the Usage because your Adaka is pretty good, but your zombie needs some love. I would say like this is solid for the most part. Like you got the good gear, but I probably wouldn't have geared Talia just yet, and I wouldn't even have touched an Initiate or my Spirit if they were like that. But Zombie, Talzin, and Daka they really should get boosted to gear 11. So yeah. Nightsisters, but for your GP, you gotta keep it in mind that like when I'm reviewing this, like some of these you just can't really right now, if you like get that. So yeah, like for the most part when I do these reviews, really just focus on your Old Republic, man. Rebels looking fine for your GP. I don't see any problems here. You just don't have Chewie, so that's kind of annoying, right? That's why your bounty hunters are going to need to be getting up. That's why I recommend slowly gearing them up. So yeah, Nightsisters are a great faction, man. Resistance. So you got BB-8. I'd keep at it, man. I keep at your BB-8 for when you do get JTR, but you got so much on your plate you got to work on. I would still work on Old Republic even after all this type of legendary type of stuff. Work on like pretty much allocate all your resources, all your energy, all your gear pieces onto the Old Republic. Like I think you've said this before. Just do that, man. And if you do that, you'll be such better off. It's your Sith. Your Sith are good at your gear level. You're at your level, and yeah. So you don't even have HK unlocked, which is surprising to me actually. So I know Newt's gonna get a rework for sure. They talked about it, but I'd still work on your HK from Arena, the store in Arena, and yeah, like I've said this a million times, I'm gonna say it one more time. You just need your Old Republic, man. Old Republic, and then after that, for like when it comes to legendaries, I'd work on bounty hunters for your Chewie, and then JTR. But I think JTR is a little bit easier because those guys are in Cantina, and Cantina farms aren't that bad. Because once you get Canderous done in Cantina, you can just put all your Cantina energy on those guys for the vets. So ships. What is your ship's rank? I can't remember. I gotta check it out again. 74. So it seems to me that this is kind of a newer of a shard, or your shard just isn't as competitive. Either way. Ah, man. You need your bounty hunter ships up. It's annoying because you need bounty hunters for your Chewie, and then you're gonna need the ships for the Falcon, man. It's bounty hunters in that way are so important, really. I would still say get your Old Republic though. Not very competitive at all. If you don't want to be that competitive in ships, I can get it. I do recommend getting them in the future though because of the crystals you can get. How long have you been going on this account so I can give it like tie the knot and call it good? Because if I were to base it, I'm not even gonna rate off your ships because if you're like a free to play and it's fairly new, I'm not gonna really rate it off of that. But for your characters, you're free to play. If you've been playing for like around a year, I started in March last year, but lost it. Okay, so March. So that's like around a year plus like a little bit, and then you lost it for 3 months. So that's like, I'm gonna just say that you've been playing for like a year, but with all the new content that you missed out on, that really sucks, man. That's gonna be like 1.5 you're gonna miss out there of points on my scale. So you're already at like an 8.5. You don't have Darth Revan. You're missing a lot on your Old Republic, which kind of bumps it down a bit too. And you don't have bounty hunters, and bounty hunters you need them really. I don't want to be too harsh because you did lose your you lost it for 3+ months, right? I'm gonna give it a 7. I think a 7 is like a nice enough score to give. I think if you include all the stuff that your account has been through and everything like that, a 7 is adequate enough. I think, yeah, I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. I think that kind of fits it. So, really, just the last bit, like the conclusion, is just Old Republic. Yeah, it's still a great roster. Don't get me wrong. This is a great roster still. I just think from you missing out on those months really just bumps down your score, in my opinion. So that's just my opinion. I think you're getting your dude. Just be patient, man. These streams aren't meant to be quick and concise. I put all my my thoughts into these reviews. Plus, I gotta still do this. I'm gonna do 2 battles for this because I gotta refresh anyways after this. So up next is gonna be Khabib or Smashy from Discord, and then save Infinity for last, and then call it there for a day. Alright, so we gotta do this. Get a crit, thank you. Please finish off here. Yes. Perfect. Now we can put on auto and we can get the where is it? Oh, it's down here. Here we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. I hope I haven't missed out on any of the notifications because I should get the alerts. All right. You got 20 guys, or it was 20. We got 11 guys now. It's okay. I'm not too worried about my viewership for these type of streams. Oh. Next week is gonna be cool GA though. Thunderwhack wants to do a collab of like both our GAs at the same time, which I think is gonna be really cool. So yeah, after this we're gonna do some roster reviews. We got 2 more up ahead, and we're gonna call it there for this stream. Dude, we're getting so close to hitting 1K subs, guys. It's ridiculous. We're so close. You're a delightful flower. You are too, Khabib. You know that. Where's my flower? I'm gonna post it in the chat because you are a delightful flower. There's so many flowers. What the heck? Which one do you like out of the ones I'm gonna post? Pick your flower. Alright, so we're gonna do one more battle here. Krypton. With what I use, I love fighting in my fleet arena. I like using my team, and the ones I like to go up against are the Falcons that aren't maxed out, you know? Because this team really... When the Falcon is 7-star and the crew members are pretty much maxed as well when you include the mods and the Zetas, I don't think I can actually beat this team, or beat those teams unless I do have my characters up to the same standards. Gotta say, I'm jelly of all your success, but totally happy for you. Yeah, man, I feel you there. I would be kind of a little jelly also if I were in your position. I just think if you were to do YouTube, I think for any YouTuber, the consistency of your content should be your main priority, and try to keep it like good content, you know, not just like, hey, by the way, I just came up with this idea of a video like 2 seconds ago, and I did a video on it, and yeah, that's not what you want to do. Just the consistency, and like make your own type of like your it's hard talking and playing at the same time, isn't it? Your like persona as a YouTuber, you know, like build an audience, you know, build an audience. In my position, I do some cool counter videos. I stream GA. I think I'd say most of my subs are from the counter videos, which is totally fine. I would like in the future to have an audience for the streams, though. Okay, so we might lose this one. We're gonna need some clutch dodges here. Ooh, we got dodge there. Now, oh, here we go. I think we got this one in the bag now, actually, because now we can actually get this breach up. Yeah, I think we can auto here. What kind of flower is that, Khabib? Is that a 4-leaf clover? Yeah, but Takedown, you're like a great YouTuber, man. I enjoy your content as well. I mean, if you'd like, I could give you some tips, like what I think are good tips, like some secret tips in like DMs or like whatever. But yeah, if you were to like go into YouTube, the consistency has to be there, whether it be like a stream, like what Darth Micro does. And I totally respect Darth Micro for his like how he does his YouTube, his channel. Like he's either doing a stream or he's doing a video, or for the most part, which is kind of cool, is he's doing both in a day. And if you just think about the time he has to put into that, that's ridiculous amounts of time, right? Right? You gotta first come up with the idea of a video, and then you gotta do the whole process of it. You gotta record it, you gotta edit it, you gotta do a thumbnail, you gotta do all that fun stuff, right? And then on top of that, he's streaming. The streams don't take as much of an idea to do. I mean, it's pretty basic. Just do your arena climbs, your if you have raids going on, do stuff like that. GAs as well. Streaming in this game, there's not like a whole lot of content to do. There's like a few things. You got like raids. You got one sec. I gotta make sure this battle's working out. Okay, we gotta heal up. So yeah, you got like raids. You got arena climbs, you got roster reviews. So you got like a handful of things, like not a whole lot, right? I've made so many videos too. Yeah, I know you have. It's it's just tough. It's like, what I think a good video entails is like the editing really comes into play with it. If you see like Darth Micro's vids, like his editing is really spot on, I think. I'm going to review you, man. I gotta do my climbing as well. I'm sorry that you have to leave, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm not gonna wait for another stream because other people are wanting to do theirs. So I'll do yours now, and if you can't participate and watch for like 5 minutes, then I'm sorry that it's your loss. I appreciate you being here though, man. Alright. So we're gonna do this really fast. Khabib, let's check. I'm gonna just say he's free to play. Looks like it, at least. And he's got not really good Fleet Arena. His character arena is okay. His arena rank, he's got GG. Let's check his Padme. Does he have Padme? Let me scroll, please. So only 6-star? What's the Separatist looking like? Dude, you could have gotten 7-star easy, dude. Easily could have gotten 7-star. You could have done a Asajj lead, GG, Poggle, B2, and Magna, or swap out Magna with Dooku. If you didn't, I had a strat with mine, but mine, guys, if you didn't realize it, mine takes a lot of RNG with what I used. There is one that Macias used, which I recommend way more than mine. I know it's funny to say that, but I do think it's a lot better of a guide and like a team to use. Poggle and Asajj make that team and that event so much easier. So I do think if you would have known about that, that would have been a lot easier. It might have been your mod game, man. Let's check your mods. You probably swapped around mods and you don't have them on right now, but the mod game for this is with your Asajj has to be at least, I'm gonna recommend at least 1k extra damage here, offense, whatever you want to call it. Max out your CD and try to get as much crit chance as you can, and that's the mod set for Asajj. For GG, just straight up HP, HP, HP. What the F is a Poggle? I don't freaking know this guy, man. I guess he's in a movie, a Star Wars movie. I didn't even know that until somebody told me like a week ago. He's this hobo that has a stick and it looks weird. So yeah, we got that, and then GG, just a bunch of HP, Poggle, protection, and same with B2. Just try to get their survivability just through the roof. And so that's for, and then like I said, you can throw in Magna for the same type of mod sets with the protection, or Dooku with a bunch of potency and protection. So I think that you easily could have beaten that event, in my opinion, with 7-star. I wish you would have told me earlier about that. I could have helped you out. I feel like everybody should be able to reach out and let me know with those type of things, because I'm more than happy to help out. Okay, so this is for like your teams, your defensive teams, your offensive teams for G8 and TW. Okay, so the main problem I see here is your Bosk needs to be maxed out. It needs to, man. It needs to be maxed out. It needs to be where your Boba and Jango sitting, and even I guess with the gear as with IG. Yeah, your Bosk needs to be up there. After Bosk, I'd work on some gear Dengar. I know his gear is a pain in the butt, but it looks, your benches are okay, I guess. They're not anything too great without Bosk. Bosk makes them really, really nice. So here we go. We got crew. Okay. Only problem I would recommend getting your FOST up, your Stormtrooper. Besides that, it looks fine. Your Jedi, okay. You got all the important ones for Arena. I would slow work on your Anakin if you were to worry about him, but we actually are gonna skip. We're gonna go past Nightsisters to go straight to Old Republic because we really want to see where you are. Okay, so you are pretty close on Darth Revan. And you need, for Malik, you need the gear. So Karth is pretty much there. Throwing Zeta on him probably wouldn't do too much because the leadership in that Malak event is going to be the Revans. Whichever Revan it's going to be. For the light side, it's going to be Jedi. For dark side, it's going to be Darth Revan. So yeah, your gear on Karth looks fine. Just keep farming his shards. Juhani, get her 7-star and leave her for now, because she's not going to be useful in the event. For the gear for Darth Revan, you're going to have your Darth Revan that should be geared up nicely. Same with Bas-Lashan and same with HK. Those three, plus Karth and plus Canderous right here. Those 5 should be your main guys you should look at for the Malak event. And then for the Jedi, you got these 3 here. And then I would, for the gear priority right now, for like who you should be spending your gear on, you should really be focused on Zalbar, because his gear needs to be up to a high enough protection in HP so that he could survive as long as he can in the Malak event for getting that one done. And then after that mission, of course, and yeah, but for now it looks fine, but for future reference, I'd probably get those guys up for the Malak event if you want to get Malak. Rebels look fine. You even have Baze and Shirt, which is awesome. I don't have those guys even close to where that yours are. So yeah, the Rebels look fine. Resistance, yeah, Resistance looks fine. There's no problems here at all. You even have Finn. You got Finn gear 12 with a plus piece on him, so that's cool. Let's check your scoundrels out. Okay, so we went over your bounty hunters. Let's check the other ones. So you can, once you get these Old Republic done, you need to focus those guys first, but after you get those guys done, I'd work on your Bosk, and then I'd work on your Nest. I think those 2 are really important, but I think Bosk is energy, or normal energy, I'm pretty sure he is. And then you can split up your energy from that because Nest is a ship, so you can get your normal energy with Bosk, and then your ship with Enfys, and then Cantina can be, do you have, no, you don't have Kira 7-star, so once you get those guys for Old Republic done, your farm should be Bosk, Enfys, and Kira. Those scoundrels right there are really key for GAs. Enfys can solo teams. Bosk is the leadership that you need for the bounty hunters to actually work well. Or you can even put him in a Django team. That works just as well. And then Kira's a great team if you want to utilize her with like another part of scoundrels for like offensive. Or if you want to go the defensive route, use Kira, L3 with Vandor, Chewie with some other scoundrels. That works really good. Let's check your Sith. Sith look fine for now. You even have Bas-Lashan with a Zeta on her, gear 12, really good there. Looks like you're almost there 7-starring your Treda, so keep at her, keep getting her up, and then let's see your HK. HK, yeah, maybe work on the gear, like I said before with the Old Republic. Just get those guys up in gear for the event. That's gonna make it really easy. Don't worry about Juhani too much at all, and yeah, you should be fine. And GR, let's go back here. I skipped it over again. Let's see where you are for the upcoming reworks, okay? So you got Padme 6-star, which is unfortunate. I think that Padme team though is gonna be nuts, dude. You're a long ways off of making that team actually really worthwhile to use and to actually utilize in the game. But for now, it's kind of hard to recommend any of these because you're just so far off on the team itself, really, because you need to work on your Old Republic. But I mean, it's really tough to say. I'd still say stick with your Old Republic for now. So yeah, you're like a 3.4, right? 3.5 almost, and I'm assuming you're like free to play like myself. And your ships is not that great. I'm not sure if you want me to include that in the rating. But if you don't have the Falcon, I'm just not going to at all. You don't even have Falcon. So yeah, I'm not even going to include that in the rating of this. So you're missing Darth Revan. That's a whole nother point. I'm going to dock. You're missing your bounty hunters, or your important bounty hunters, I'd say. Your Bosk. You're missing some what do they call this? Frick. What are they called, man? I can't remember. The Nightsisters, yeah. But we didn't even go in, okay. So Nightsisters look fine. I totally skipped over that. But what's the team I was thinking of? Was it? I think it was this team here. No. Give me a sec. Oh yeah, here it is. It's the GR Jedi. So yeah, you're missing your Darth Revan, and then you're missing some really good Galactic Republic Jedi. And with those guys getting new reworks like the Mace, Qui-Gon, possibly Qui-Gon. Let's cross our fingers. So yeah, if you keep that in mind, without your Darth Revan, and then you're missing the bounty hunters, that's like a. I almost want to say bounty hunters minus the or without Bosk in the mix is kind of a whole point itself, but I'm not. I'm gonna say that's like a 1.5. So you're like an 8.5 now, and then you're missing. You really should have gone to your 7-star Padme. I'm unfortunate to hear that you didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a solid 8. I think that's generous to say here, especially if you don't want to even include your ships. I'm gonna give you an 8. I think that's a generous rating here, because you do have really important teams for like GA, and then you have really good arena teams, and then you're building your Old Republic. But after you get those guys, like I said, just get Boss, get the bounty hunters done, and you should be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna rate this an 8 out of 10. So there we go. That's your review, man. And now you can go to bed. On Discord, and I just totally forgot why he left. I think it was because he wanted to be in a more chill guild, but then I heard that he's like in a guild similar to ours, and I'm like, wait a second, that's like a pretty competitive type of guild there. I don't know what. I think he just didn't like us. Well, the TB from the Hoth, I don't really care about at all. Okay, I'm gonna just flat out tell you that. But I'm going over the GR tunes because they're gonna have a major role in the next TB. So yeah, that's just how I feel about TB. TBs, when they first come out, I'm gonna say yeah, they're super important. But since our Hoth has been out there for so long, I don't really care too much about those type of rebels. So. Okay, so he says, it'd be awesome to get more focused with farming. His account is only 9 months old. Please keep it in mind if you see it. Okay, so I'm gonna guess if he's free to play and he's only been playing for like less than a year, like 9 months. So, yep. What is this? What is this song? I can't really skip, can I? That's too bad. Oh, my older brother went to Detective Pikachu yesterday night when it first came out, and he said it was pretty good. But then again, he is a Pokemon fan, right? So, of course, you're gonna say it's good. I want to go see it though. Ryan Reynolds is in it. He's playing the voice of Pikachu, and I heard that he really carries the movie. He makes it really good, just like he does in Deadpool. But Deadpool itself is a really cool character, so no problem, Khabib. Get some rest, man. You know, it's tough to do these reviews when I can do them because most of the guys are like different time zones, so like some just can't make it. Like Infinity just can't make it, right? So we beat this team pretty easy. Oh, okay. You know what? We probably could check the guild stores. Let's do that. I just can't. For some reason, it's just so bad and laggy. Why is it doing this to me? Alright, no pieces here for today. It's too bad. You get pieces here? Nope. 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 Maybe. But I'm gonna pass on this. Only +4 speed and there's no other good secondaries and it's a protection one. I like to go for the health ones, especially since the health boosts to 60 are a lot better than the boosts for the protection ones. Anything in here? I really don't like buying gear how I am right now in like my farms because I really need to get Malik. I need to get stockpile of this like a bunch, like a shitload, right? But I really need to get my Padme finished off. But once I get her gear 12, I'm not gonna spend any more on that. I'm gonna just keep hoarding and hoarding. Okay, so we can actually can we upgrade to 60? I don't think I have the right pieces for it. I think I need a little bit more. Haven't lost 3v3 and should win tomorrow as well. You going to the final round? Yeah, I am. I actually need to go check. I did check that I won. I gotta check I'm fighting. I haven't checked yet. It's been a while. Okay, I can't. I'm just like, why can't I upgrade this, dude? But it's because this is Padme. She's only gear 11. Alright, we got this. So, yeah, Padme's gonna be gear 12 in a bit. But I think, yeah, I'm gonna look for, what I'm gonna slice right here is health. I think health is gonna be so important in the Padme team because protection up is based off of the max health. And if you just think about GK, and if you have like a bunch of these health primaries and health sets on him, he's gonna be so tanky. It's gonna be ridiculous, guys. So here we go. So we're gonna do health. Let's just see any of these ones that we can, whether it be speed or health primaries with good speed on them. Let's just do that actually. Let's do health, double health. So Nihilus has one. Okay. I'm gonna actually sort from the speed because I don't want to have to, you know, just pick and choose. I think that's kind of annoying. Let's just straight up see him. So, yeah, speed's not looking too good with our health sets for now. Ooh, I could slice this. You know what? I'm gonna slice this one. This one looks potentially good. Come on, let's get something good here. Dang, I went for protection. That's too bad. That could have been a really solid mod right there. And then here, this is a solid mod actually. I need some really high speed triangles just in general. I mean, I really don't have that many good ones. So, okay, she's got one. Yeah, maybe what I need to do is work on the arrows because the arrows will be really nice to have also. Like this arrow on Jolie. One of my favorite arrows I have right now. Okay, so this is another interesting one because it's got health. It's a double health one, and it's got speed, plus it's got offense, which is kind of a mix of everything. It's like a all-around type of mod. So, hey Alec.
What's up?
Alec, how's Detective Pikachu?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
We don't have so many guys here tonight, only like around 13.
Huh?
We only have like 13 guys here tonight.
On the stream?
So it's like a little bit chiller of the stream. So.
Are you friends?
James says, I lost my first 3v3 this GA round 1. Underestimated the Bastille team. Got the force close or got the full clear, but not enough. Yeah, it's too bad. Your fastest 3 mods are triangles, really? That's so weird for me. Well, I know I have a few good ones, but I would like to have more. Like I'll show you guys right now. I'm not really in a rush to do the last review because I know for a fact he's just not going to show up. So we can just chill out and do some of this stuff. So I got only like 3 that are solid, really. The good thing about these is that they are speed ones. That's a good thing, okay? And now that we go and just check any of them, we can see which ones I have the most of. So what do I have to do? I gotta do speed secondaries. Yeah, let's do these. Okay, so best one I have is Yoda. I wish this one was a HP primary, man. That would be awesome. And this is another weird one, I guess. I could have gone with Yoda on this, but I would rather have more offense secondaries than speed because he gets a lot of TM from the assists. This one's another more weird one I don't like, but it had really good speed drops on it. Was potency on a crit chance. Like what am I supposed to use that on? But yeah, I in the end I decided to go with Jedi Revan on this. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I wish this was like offense or protection or health for that matter. I don't know. Health is so good now that 6E is in the game. You get so much extra HP boost. So then we got speed. Okay, we've seen those. This one is supposed to go on zombie, but I'm gonna use it on my my Jedi so I don't fall too hard on my arena anymore because I'm tired of just climbing. So did a lot of mod swapping today. And then also I recommend if you guys do have any good 6Es and you've got like most of your main team like modded out like how you want it to, I would recommend putting some of these on like really important ship characters like Bosk. Like Bosk is gonna benefit from his or getting this piece anyways, right? But it does boost up the Houndstooth, right? The ship. So I recommend putting that on some of your ship guys. The reason I put a lot of these on my my TIE fighter is because he needs to be the fastest, and the 6Es really boost up that, so his speed. I actually used to use this offense primary with this here on Nest like a while ago when I first got Nest. So this is one of my favorite mods because it's tenacity, double tenacity with some speed and offense. I like that one a lot actually. And then it's weird because on these the primary stats that just don't change at all, like the diamond and the square, I just take like whatever speed I can. Like I don't really care too much about farming them. I'm sure that I have the most of those type of mods. So yeah, we've seen that. We've seen that. Okay. This is this mod here, man. I'll tell you what, this mod is one of my top favorites too. 20 speed. It didn't roll the 5th time, and if it would have, that would have been amazing. And it's got defense with a tenacity. This is like what you want on like a tanky / fast character. Like this could probably, if I wanted to and I had time to, I could probably swap mods around and put this on GK instead. So this would be a great mod on GK actually. So there we go. And then yeah, this is a great mod here too. It's double health, and it's got 20 speed and a little bit of health there also. So that's a pretty solid mod too. Here, another defense one. It's not bad. This one's pretty good. It's got health with some crit damage. And then it's really good with the odds because of the crit chance. So, and then this is another one with Revan. Pretty good. Nothing too crazy. This one's another good one. Any of these arrows that I can somehow get up beyond like the 15 mark for the speed secondaries, I always want to keep those. And I try to make them like a health or an offense one because those two ones are really important. The crit avoidance one and the accuracy ones, like I don't bother too much. Like the crit avoidance are good ones, but I'm not looking for speed on those. I'm looking for like more survivability, like protection, like defense or HP. You know. Check out the mod you just inspired in line. Gotta load it up. All right, so let's do some battles. I know I have a battle I gotta do, or two actually in my line, or in my fleet. So I'll get back to that in a little bit. Oh, Velvet Thunder is the one who always snipes me, so I'm forced to go for the Jabato guy. So that's too bad. Oh, I didn't read that message, Xylo, or the one you said that's a great mod. Which mod are you talking about for Nest? That would be a good one. The HP Arrow one? The one I have on Jolie right now? Because, yeah, I agree with you. That's a great mod. I don't like fighting this team. Is without Falcon in the starting three, it's a little bit trickier to kill. I think we should be fine, though. I'm not too worried. Okay, no crits. That's perfect. And now we can... Let's do a big hit here. Okay, nice big crit there. And what about here? No crit? Okay. The one for GK. Gotta remember which one that was. Okay, let's do this. Call in. There we go. Now let's check the line. Now the one for GK, it should be a HP one, shouldn't it be? Or a speed one, like a speed arrow. I don't know. Let's see the mod you're talking about. Let's scroll this over. What is it? Come on. Ooh, that's a solid mod right there. Dude, that's really good. You get speed, of course. You get some CC and some offense. That's really good. That's a top tier mod right there.
What do we tell the God of Death?
Not today.
Not today.
Oh, we just lost our Hound's Tooth. See, this team is a little bit annoying because they have the Falcon as reinforcement, so... Ah, come on. Yeah, that's a solid mod, or I like that mod a lot. Okay, so now we are forced... Ah, I don't want to, though. Let's get this off, and then we can focus down... possibly get hits on this. Nope. And she's dead. That sucks. Okay, now we do this. We kill Houndstooth and the Falcon. Oh, come on. Come on. And that's it. Okay. We're gonna lose this. Another crits are landing. Okay, that's good. Okay, if we would have gotten crit there, we would have been done for sure. That's gonna crit, huh? Oh, no crit. Oh my gosh. We might have a chance here, guys. He's gonna... Okay, insta-kill him. It's fine. That's fine. But now we can do an AoE. Kill the Houndstooth. Oh, no. We're not gonna get it. I don't think we're gonna get it. Is that master plan? No, it's not. Oh my gosh, this battle is nuts, guys. Oh my gosh, can we? Can we really just... Oh, the master plan, no! Ah, the master plan. That sucks. Should we go for the battle here? Try to get top 5 for the 300 crystals? Or, yeah, 300 crystals. Or should I Because I either do a battle now. Should I do a battle now or just stay with what I got for 8th? 8th is only 200. I can risk it. I can risk it and then get extra 50 crystals if I do land and win this battle. Do it. Okay, let's do it. But what I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to hit 4th because I can actually just hold him in 4th until payout. Unless he's at a battle already, but I don't think he will be. I'm not going to fight the other team because that team doesn't have Falcon in it, and it's just a pain in the ass to beat. Because the reinforcement with the Falcon is just not fun. Do it. I'm doing it. No crit, dude. Come on. No crits. We lost it. That's too bad. We just lost, and we got the short end of the stick here. No crits there. Crits really make this team. Like, I haven't even gotten one single crit here. Are you kidding me? You know the chance of that happening? That's like the worst possible RNG. What?
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
They can't even hear you, I don't think. So yeah, we totally got the short end of the stick here.
You know it's true.
What?
Only a Sith deal in absolutes.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. You are my brother, Anakin.
You were the chosen one.
Alright, let's okay, we got I don't know why am I going here. We gotta do one more review, right? Yeah, ships recently has not been fun. Sign up, Hammerhead. Fine, I'll sign up. Is this wait, when was it? What did the time say? It's gonna be a late or early one. Late, oh perfect. Saturday 9:10. Okay, if I'm not at the Endgame movie, guys, I'm going to stream this, okay? I'm going to stream my runs in HSTR because I would love to get your guys' help and feedback on Phase 3 with the Death Storm, and we could talk about the Phase 1 run. I've gotten most of the ideas of how to use that like down to a T, but there's some that I was like not too sure on, so if I'm available, I'll do a stream here for the raid. And we will just finish this up with, we're gonna do one more mod. We're gonna upgrade one more mod, and then we're gonna finish off with our roster review with my boy Infinity. So I guess, what do you guys think for the mod I should slice to 6E? I can either just do another 6 or another really high speed one that I have, a speed secondary, or I can go with like a double HP one, so an HP set with HP on the primary, or I can go with like a crit damage / crit chance set with really high offense secondary. So what do you guys think? I'll just get all these ready to go. Actually, no. I'm gonna not filter. Let's just do offense for now. Please, that would be nice. Yeah, I got you. If I am, I'll do it. I should be. I don't want to. And we might be actually, because 9 p.m. EST is 7 p.m. my time, and if I were to guess, I wouldn't be going to the movie until later in the day. So that would, yeah, I don't know. I have never gotten the time to do a raid stream. I just never, because either the raids are before a GA, and I'm not going to double stream a GA and my my raids, because I would have to stop one stream and then go on to the other because they're like different times. And then I do a late stream, and then I have something for that like I got going on. But yeah, it's annoying. So here we go. We're going to sort by offense, and Xylo just said offense for Padme. You think offense for Padme? No, no, like survivability plus like some speed, like make her really fast? You don't think so? You know what? I think you got a point there, because you want your Grandmaster Yoda to be super fast, and then with the team, with the Padme team, okay, I gotta think this through because this is important for future videos of what I want to use in like arena. So you want to use a fast Yoda, get the tenacity up, and then once you have the GK Zeta, the Kenobi Zeta, he gets the taunt up, right? So for the mods for Yoda, you want just straight up speed, okay? And then for Anakin, you want a bunch of offense and crit damage. So those two for Anakin. And then for Ahsoka, you can do the same thing as Anakin if you wanted to, or you can do like a crit damage with a bunch of offense. That works too, because she does get some cool synergies with her and Anakin. And then so that's 3, and then GK, of course, you want to just fill him up with HP and protection, make him somewhat fast. I have that mod set already ready. And then the other is Padme, and Padme, she gets a stun, she gets a cleanse, and she's immune to fear. So okay, I think if we look at all those, I do think that like another offense set would be really nice. So keeping that in mind, an offense secondary set. I have this one I've been saving up. I think this is the one we're gonna go for. This one on Boba Fett. What do you guys think here? What's up, Eli?
I just got done watching Infinity War to see what Endgame is
Yeah.
tomorrow, but I did not get anything about it.
You didn't get Thanos?
I didn't get how Thanos dies slowly
Oh.
because of the Infinity Gems and like how everybody is devoured. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't really get the full concept.
Well, maybe you gotta rewatch it again, and then we can watch it tomorrow. Well, you're not a true fan then. Can you turn that actually on? Just twist the knob on that fan. All the way to the left. Yeah, feels good.
So you turn it off?
Yeah, it goes all the way to the right to turn it off, all the way to the left to turn it on. Alright, so what do you guys think about this mod? Problem is, R2/Yoda has to be faster than the opposing Revan or your host. I think I'm fine. I have really good speeds. If you guys just looked at my mods, I think I should be fine with my speed mods, my fast speed sets with speed secondaries. I'm fine there. What I'm going to look at actually is I have around 2 good sets for high offense secondaries with crit damage and crit chance. I actually have another set for offense only with really good offense secondaries also. So what I need a confirmation of from you guys is we're gonna actually get rid of the health one, and we're gonna actually no, let's bring that one back up, because we need the health and the protection up that we get from Padme it's gonna go hand in hand, right? So we get this one here on Kylo Ren, the 135. That's not bad at all. We get one on R2. That's not bad at all. Very similar. This one might be the one we want to go for though, because it is a double HP with extra offense, and this could be really good on Padme. I think, because I think what I want to go with my Padme is pretty survivable, like pretty tanky, but also offense. I'm gonna probably use an offense on her triangle, and an offense on, well, of course the square. But I'm gonna go probably speed on. You know, I don't know. There's so many options, man. But I think this is a good mod. What do you guys think about this one? You're such a good big brother. Well, I have an older brother, and that was in here earlier, saying like, only the Sith deal with absolutes. And then I got my little brother Eli. So there's a lot of options we go with here. Even Yoda has a solid one. We can even bump that one up. We can bump this one on Ahsoka that I already have. We can go with this one already that we have. There's a lot of options here. This one's actually really solid because it has already 1,000 HP. You're the middle child too? Yeah, I'm a middle child. I'm like right dead in the middle. I got an older brother, an older sister, and a younger brother and younger sister. We got 5. I'm right in the middle. So I'm gonna just I think I might have to just pull the trigger here. This Boba one really stands out to me. I really like this one, but these ones are going to be good in Arena that I have right now. This is going to be like more of a short term, and this is more of like a long term for the Padme. So and that would be my best crit damage and offense one. I'm gonna just go for this one. I think this is gonna be a good one. What do we get here? 15, so 170 offense. I like that a lot. That's my best square for offense there. That one looks really, really good. All right. So we got 200. We got 200. It's fine. It's fine. That's a great mod, by the way. Yeah, it is. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to use or to upgrade that mod, or if I wanted to upgrade the ones I already got on my current arena team. But I'm gonna go with that one because I think that's gonna be a little bit more useful down the line. So we are going to do some here on Kira. 1 out of 10. Are you kidding me? What is that garbage? And then we are going to do a review here. So arena first. Well, my arena ones, they're fine. The only ones I would be getting like a upgrade in, it's like the circles and the diamonds. So be getting extra defense and extra HP. And for what I want my arena to be is extra offense and DPS, and I already have those ones filled. So I think that's gonna be fine with not worrying about those ones and going for the actual one I'm gonna be using in the future down the line with my Anakin and that Padme team. So here we go. We're gonna do. Gonna go. Come on. Oh, friggin' yeah! I gotta get the this thing back. Here he is. So this is RNT Infinity. This is gonna be the last one of the day, guys. We are gonna wrap it up by doing this. His account is 9 months old, and he wants some help with what he's farming. Okay. Arena mods can always be better, but that can replace an arena mod if I wanted it to. I just haven't pulled the trigger on that just yet. I might actually, after this, I might swap a mod on Ezra. The Ezra set I have right now is the one I'll be using on Anakin that when it comes out, or when my team is like ready to go. So here we go. He is free to play. He's been playing for 9 months, and he's a 1.3. Ships are pretty solid for free to play playing 9 months. A lot better than mine, I'll tell you that much. So I'm not actually gonna keep that in mind when I do that. I'm not gonna include that in the score or the rating. Do it. For the arena mods, oh yeah, I gotta swap the mods for sure. So here we go. We're gonna do inventory. We're gonna check who he has for the Old Republic. That's the main concern. Do it. You know what's funny is that I'm actually drinking a Mountain Dew right here. One sec, let me go full screen on this. What is this? This is a Mountain Dew. I'm so bad with the camera angle, but it's a Mountain Dew Game Fuel. Mountain Dew Game Fuel. These things are so good, dude. They're so good, it's ridiculous. Alright. I don't drink those a whole lot, actually. I'd say like one every like 2 weeks or something like that. So yeah, we are going to check his Old Republic first. So he should have Darth Revan. Let's check his Sith Empire. He doesn't have Darth Revan. Interesting. Does that mean he just barely missed out on getting the guys ready for the event? Because if so, that really is like a kick in the nuts. And that's really annoying. So that one tastes like medicine, but I drink way too much caffeine. Are you talking about the flavor that I have? Do you drink Game Fuels? Because I drink this type of Game Fuel here. This is my favorite flavor. I enjoy the original Dew and the blue one. This one actually reminds me of like you ever go to like the movie theaters and you get the icy machines? This is what that red one tastes like to me. And then the blue one tastes like the blue version of the ices if you go to the movies. And then the green one tastes just like normal Dew, really. That's why I like it. It's like consistent, you know? Okay, so this guy just barely missed out on getting Darth Revan, which kind of sucks. So that's going to be half a point for me because there is like not too much you can do about that being free to play, really. So bounty hunters. So he's going to have, keep in mind, he's going to have Darth Revan next time around, and he should be getting Malak. Let's just double check his Old Republic because does he have the right characters at the right gear for the event? So no, he should be working on his Zalbar gear for now, and then mission. And also Karth, or no, Karth is fine for now. Don't worry about Karth, I'm not sure why I said that. And then, don't worry about Juhani at all, because for the event, you're going to be having HK, Darkside Bastila, Darth Revan, and then Karth and Kandors for the Darkside event, so you're fine there. For light side, you already got the 3, you got Bastila, Jedi Revan, Jolie, and Mission and Zalbar. And that's the type you want to use in that Jedi event. And the main guy in that event you want to get to gear is Zalbar. Zalbar is going to be your main man there. He's going to be getting all the hits going on him. He needs a lot of survivability, so HP and protection. Get his gear up to at least, I want to say, gear 11, maybe gear 12 if you have to. Gear 12 is going to be what you want to go for because he's going to be great outside of that team for the event. Like in a Karth team, he's really good. So that Zeta is going to be helpful with getting extra or getting protection, I think is what it is, back on. And then mission, I would say for the event, her and Zalbar would be fine at gear 11 because your other guys should be carrying the event for you. So there you go. Old Republic look fine. So keeping in mind that you will be getting Malak and Darth Revan next time around, what you should be farming right now, like right this minute, should be your Bosk. Your Bosk should be 7-star. I know you are free to play 9 months into it, but Bosk needs to be your main guy. I know you have Jango. Jango is a fine leader, like no problems there, but Bosk is going to be so helpful in getting this, like, you have Chewie? Let's see if you have Chewie. If you don't have Chewie, then Bosk is going to be your guy, man. Ooh, your Rebels need some work. So you do have Chewie 5-star. But you need to get the 7-star version, and to do that, Bosk is going to be really helpful. I've done it without Bosk. And the team I used was just a Boba. I guess you could even use Jango because you'll have Jango in time. And then I had Dengar, Cad, and Zam in there. You'll be fine getting the 7-star Chewie next time around, but what I really want you to work on is your Bosk. Bosk, and then for gear-wise, get his gear up, of course the Bosk, and then focus on Dengar gear also. And then you should be fine. Oh yeah, those Monster Venom Rockstar. This one is, it's called Game Fuel, right? And it's like a mix of Mountain Dew and Amp Energy. So that's what this one is. It's a pretty new one. It's like, I want to say like 3 months new. So pretty new. Okay, so we got bounty hunters taken care of. Let's check your first order. Yikes, your first order needs some love. Do you have the leadership? I don't want to see you doing this if it's just for the unique. Okay, you got the leadership. Okay. So, here we go. This is another team you should be working on after you get your bounty hunters. And even if you look down the line further, this faction is going to get boosted up because of the upcoming movie. So, keep that in mind. You got your crew pretty much there. I would work on your Kylo Ren, the OG Kylo, because he's going to feed a lot of TM to your team, and he can get some really clutch stuns at times. I wouldn't Zeta him right now. You'd be fine. And then get your officer up, get your Executioner. Executioner needs some love, man. He's only... You haven't touched him at all, like one bit. So yeah. For the orders of those guys, I would go for crew first, or for Kylo Ren, the OG, and then Executioner. And then while you're doing all those, get your officer up in gear, and then farm your FOST. That guy is amazing to have also. Don't worry too much about the TIE fighter or the TIE pilot or the other guy or Captain Phasma. Those guys aren't too important right now in the game. So it's good for now, I guess, if you wanna use those guys free to play. And how long you've been playing. Yeah, I've had all those. Blue is your fave. Yeah, blue is pretty good. I do like the normal do though a little bit better. So free to play being that you do have Revan, that's really good. Kenobi needs some help. I think between GK and Bosk, it's kind of tough because I'm going down like the list, like starting bottom to top, like from the names of the other factions. So if I would have seen GK first, I would have probably said put the gear on him first and slow farm him through the raid. But for your main farming that you should be doing right now, it should be Bosk. Bosk should be your main one that you should be farming from the shard, whatever place the battle is. So there we go, the hard node, that's what it is. So besides that, your Jedi look fine. I wouldn't worry too much about the Galactic Republic farm or the reworks there because we really don't know what they have. We already do have Ahsoka, Anakin, and GK's. They're tiny little reworks, but those are only really worth it if you have Padme. Do you have Padme? That's the real question. So you didn't get Padme. Hopefully you get her next time because she's a really good character, man. Really great. Okay, Nightsisters. This is another GA team that's really good defensively. With your arena, or with your time playing being 9 months and being free to play, I think these are in a pretty decent spot. I would recommend finishing off that last gear piece for your zombie and your Saj and Daka. Those three just need one more gear piece. So for farming, so like I said, Bosk, and then I'm actually throwing getting the zombie up next because zombie really makes this Nightsisters team just a pain in the butt to fight. So Jonathan, hi, what's up, man? And Supermard, thanks for the review. Yeah, no problem, man. I didn't see you in chat, so I just went along with it. So I'm glad that you saw it, and hope that I helped out. Okay, so back to Infinity. I think this is your Nightsisters are at a good spot for now with how long you've been playing. So we've already been over your Old Republic. Let's go to your Rebels. So Rebels needed some help. It seems that your mindset was to work on the Jedi team, the Jedi Revan team, which is a perfect mindset to have. But for GA and getting a little bit better for the GAs, you really need to work on your CLS Han Chewie. Those teams, or that team alone is just amazing. You can 3v5 most teams that the guys place in your GAs if those guys are pretty good in gear. So there's a lot of gear you got to work on. First being your GK. Your GK should be the one you should be prioritizing in gear. And then other gear is going to be CLS, Han, and Chewie. That's like 4 gears that you should be working on right now. And a lot of those gears can be a pain in the butts to get, but I can assure you that those are going to be long, worthwhile investments, okay? Other than that, you get R2 in there. He can be helpful. I wouldn't worry about his gear too much at your state of the game. Maybe slowly work on his if you can. So I've spent just over 100 on the game. Currently am farming Nightsisters mission and Annie-ship. I was pretty bummed out I didn't get 7 or 6-star pad. That's too bad, man. Sorry to hear that you didn't. Okay, so Resistance. So you don't even have JTR, which is perfectly fine, man. Don't worry about that too much. So you will be getting Darth Revan and hopefully Malik if you work on the gear for that. So after that, your Legendaries should be getting your first order for BB-8, and then after that, get JTR. So let's just keep going down, and then I'll do like a little wrapping up like what you should be like in general of like what should be going down. So let's check your scoundrels. Okay, so yeah, looking good here. We've already been over most of these. Down the line, like I'd say in like an around like 500k extra GP from where you are, like around 2 mil or plus, you should keep your eye out on these scoundrel teams because right now you got a lot on your plate. You got to focus down on your Old Republic. You got to even get your gear for Darth Revan when he comes out. Malik, Padme, like a lot of GP characters a lot of characters that you should be focused on now. But Kira, and then you got Vandor and L3. Those three are going to be really good down the line. Kira, you do have the Canderous pretty much done for the Cantina. And I'm not too sure about other Cantina farms that we've talked about with like the bounty hunters, because I got to refresh my memory when it comes to that. But pretty much, if you do have Canderous maxed out in Star, I would recommend getting Kira up because she's a fantastic leader in different aspects of the game, especially in GA/TW. So I mean, besides that, your teams for Scoundrels look fine. I wouldn't worry about it too much at your level again. Here, you still need Nihilus and Scion up. But you do have Papa Palps and Vader, so that's good. If you were down the line, because you should be getting Darth Revan, right? I would encourage you to get Sith Trooper farmed up. But I'm not too sure like what you want to be working on, whether it be like focused hard on Arena, because if that were to be the case, I would recommend using Trooper. Because he's like a great Sith tank in general. He's a pre-taunter, really, really good. You can even... Like, I wouldn't really recommend getting these guys in Star just yet and like farming them, because you got others on your plate. So, yeah, Mard's roster was pretty solid. So yeah, your Sith are good for now. What is your HK? What's your HK looking like? Okay, so you're pretty much ready for the next time Darth Revan comes out, which is fantastic. Okay, and at your GP, I would hate to fight you with GP in GA. If you had both Revans and potentially Malik. That would be a pain in the ass to fight. I know Xylo's he has a second account that he's going for the same kind of route, which that is so smart to do, because GAs are pretty much why this game is so entertaining for the most part. You get the raids, which is okay, but GAs is going to be the main focal point of why this game is so fun, and you get so many good rewards from GA. So having both Revans plus a potential Malik is going to be so annoying. So your roster looks really good for where you are. Like, I don't have too many complaints, but now that you do have Canderous, I would get your or not Canderous. Now that you have all of your guys farmed for Darth Revan, I'd work on your Bosk first for farming, and then slowly work on your which one over there? The Scion and Nihilus team. But that's down the road a little bit. So yeah, Bosk really should be your main farming right now, because he's such a good tune for bounty hunters. And then let's just back out of here. We could even go about your ships, but I'm not going to. You are pretty new. So yeah, so gear-wise, so we talk about your farms. It should be, for now, Bosk, and then the Nihilus and Scion double there. And other than that, let's go into gear. So for gear, what you should be working on is, right now, Zalbar and Mission for the event, for the Malik event. After that, work on your GK, and then work on CLS, Han, and Chewie. So that's like, yeah, Zalbar, Mission, GK, Han, Chewie, and CLS. That's like 6 guys you should be having your eye out on, okay? So in that order, it should be Zalbar, Mission, GK, and then the trio. It doesn't really matter in the trio who you want to go for the CLS, Han, Chewie. I would probably go for Chewie first, or Han, both of which are really solid. But yeah. So unfortunately, your GK is not 7 stars, so you can't get on like the 6 E mods or anything crazy like the Gear 12. But once you get him there in the raid, you'll get a lot better ranks. But just like an overview of like what I've been seeing of like reviewing your roster, for like playing 9 months only, being free to play 1.4 almost, this is like a 9, dude. Like, very well done here. I do think he might be a bit lazy, or you've just not been having time to play an arena for Fleet and Arena, because I think with what you got, you easily could be getting the top ranks. So yeah, but besides that, I'm going to give this a 9, because you will be getting Darth Revan next time around, and you will be getting Malik too, just like myself. So the reason it's going to be subtract 1, because there's a few guys like bounty hunters, like CLS rebels, that you just don't have geared up, right? And you're missing some. If you were to go into ships, you're missing the Falcon, right? So that's kind of why it's going to be dropped down to a 9 out of 10 because of that. Plus, it's gonna pretty much always be dropped down to a 9 if you don't have Darth Revans. But I think with what your account is, this is a great account. So yeah, just keep all the things I just mentioned in mind when going forward with your farms and gear. So very good roster, 9 out of 10, man. Very, very good. So, man, I've done so much talking tonight, man. I've done so much talking. Next time, I think for future reviews, I'm gonna just do like 3, maybe 2 in a stream that are like lengthy, like the in-depth type of streams, you know. Because a lot of talking, man. 5 is, oof, you know. Like my throat is starting to get annoyed. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do some of this. Just see what we get here. Okay, so a lot of squares. Let's see what the squares can give us. I wish there was a way. I wish there was a way to get some more ally points because I am super low on those. Okay, so here we go. Any tier E and speed set. So here we go. We got this one here. Oh, why am I in this one? I should be doing the upgrade first, the filter. I'm not trying to sell them. Okay, here we go. Gotta scroll down a bit. Okay. What you got for us, buddy? Speed? Nah, no speed. That's gonna go to the garbage. That's gonna go to the garbage can for sure. What you got here? Ah, garbage can too. Come on. What do we got here? There, it's 3 speed. I mean, I'm bringing it up anyways because I could always use some extra speed mods. Double speed are definitely the way to go, and we're gonna even, what do we get for a slice here? What's gonna be? Speed, please? Nope, that's garbage. That's garbage, that's too bad. Okay, we got one more left. Let's see what we can get here. Speed again. Okay, let's bring it up. Only 3 though. I don't like these 3 speeds, you know? I'm just not a fan of them. What do we get here? Nope, that's garbage. Okay, so now we're gonna sell them all. Yeah, I'm gonna sell those. Sell those. And we go to these ones now, the green ones, and we're gonna sell these because these are not good mods. Even this one, I'm actually gonna save this one just because the offense is pretty good there. So I'm gonna keep that one, but I'm gonna sell these other 2. So yeah. Alright. So if you guys enjoyed the stream today, let's see how many guys we have actually. What's going on here? Okay, so you got 10 guys here still. So I appreciate everybody coming out. This is I'd for sure keep that +5. What +5? Oh, you talking about the green one? The one with the extra speed? Yeah, I'll keep that one. So we've had a pretty good stream here. This is, wow, holy shit, a 3-hour stream here, guys. Roster reviews, climbing, a lot of stuff here today. So a lot of content. So I appreciate everybody coming out here. If you guys enjoyed the stream, give it a like. It'll be turned into a VOD to rewatch and upload on my channel. So go check that out if you guys want to, or if somebody missed it. So share this content. We can get some more guys in here. That'd be awesome. We do GA streams next week. Me and Thunder are trying to figure out dual streams, so we both are streaming at the same time, but we're going back and forth with the streams, the GA. So yeah, share it, get some more people in here. Sub if you guys like this content. I mean, I like to stream a lot. I do GAs, I do these roster reviews, I climb in my arenas. Pretty chill for the most part, unless somebody kind of pisses me off in chat, you know. But it hasn't happened in a while. So yeah, we're gonna call it here, guys. And then to finish up with what I'm gonna talk about is for tomorrow, if I can, I will stream my raid, my HSTR. It'll be a really short stream, like around less than an hour, I'd say. Just doing like a run through of the raid, and then possibly even doing ships arena. So we got content there we can do. We'll be fine if we can, but if not, I'll let you guys know in Discord if I can or cannot stream. But until then, I'll see you guys later, and yeah, have a good night, guys. I'll see you later.